Yipee-Ki-Yay, Mr. Falcon.
What have you been watching, Vin?
What have I been watching? I've actually been rewatching Lost. I know that's more on the TV side of things than the movie side.
That's okay. That's okay.
Movie wise, I just watched that new Naked Gun movie.
Oh yeah, the Liam Neeson, Pam Anderson.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was all right. I mean, like if you like the old movies, it's not wildly better or worse. There's one scene in particular that I was actually like laughing out loud. The rest of it was just sort of those like half smile laugh kind of things, you know.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I like the old ones. It was better than I expected, I guess. Pam Anderson. All right,
so
was
if you've
better
seen
than
it, the one scene where I was laughing out loud was the snowman thing. I actually really loved the snowman thing.
That was
such a perfectly written short film to have dropped into the middle of this thing.
Beautiful. It was beautiful. I love those ridiculous slapstick movies like Airplane and all that. All the good ones, man. There was a lot of them came out when we were younger too, and some of them really sucked.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was a little overdone when we were younger.
Well, that's all Leslie Nielsen did, and he just cashed in, and I can't blame him, man. Remember Dracula, Dead and Loving It?
And like Repossessed and
Spy Hard.
Yeah, and I know this is not a Leslie Nielsen thing, but like Hot Shots Part 2 and everything, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, like
that's right.
It gets to a point where like all of these movies are kind of the same. So when they go away for a while and then one comes out like 20 years later, you can kind of appreciate it more.
Scary Movie and the many of those. Right.
Yeah, those really ran their course pretty quickly too.
We've been rewatching TV too. We've been watching The Walking Dead from the start.
I will always say that like the first few seasons of The Walking Dead are some of the best television that was ever produced. And it went downhill at some point, and it occasionally spiked back up in quality, but those first few seasons are gold.
We watched it when it was airing. We trudged through it. We loved it when it was those first few seasons, and then we didn't understand why we stopped liking it. And the show did decline a little bit, but we figured out that when you have a show like the way AMC would show it, where you have 5 minutes of show and then 10 minutes of commercials and then 5 minutes of show, so you forget what happened in the previous 5 minutes, it's really hard to fucking enjoy it. If you rewatch those later seasons, binging, it's so much better. It's so much better. That said, I've still never seen the final season.
The
last time we binged it, it hadn't come out yet. So we tried to watch it as it aired, and it was just torturous. It was absolutely torturous. So we just stopped.
Well, are you talking about, all right, so I can't remember where it fell, but those like COVID episodes, I didn't realize when I was watching them, and I probably should have realized, but like there were episodes that were filmed during COVID. And because of that, like there were no zombies. They had to separate most of the cast out, and it was just like noticeably bad. And I didn't put two and two together in my head and say like this was probably the best they could do at the time.
That might actually be.
I wonder if that's probably it.
I have to see if that lines up. All I know is the streaming services keep recommending these like 24 spin-offs that there are now.
Yeah. I'm caught up actually. As
really?
Weird as that sounds.
Oh my God. Yeah. So I have to ask you to explain them all to me. I think I figured it out, but I got to see how the show ends
they just
first.
Take like their major stars and they divide up and conquer.
Split them all up.
Following these people, you're following these people. Yeah.
Negan's got the one where he's like in Manhattan or something, right?
With Maggie, yeah.
What? That's just... I'll have to keep that in mind when I get to that episode.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, Glenn. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that's where they lost a lot of people because they set up this invincible... We were just going to talk about The Walking Dead for an hour here. They set up this like invincible villain that, he was always like one step ahead of them. And after a while, it got kind of tiring,
Well, they ran into this problem where they created a villain that was so likable that they had to make him a main character instead of making him an awesome villain. Like the governor was a great villain, and they killed his ass in battle, and that's how that usually goes. But hey, man, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, what are you gonna do? You know,
For sure. Yeah.
we've been
Talk
fans
about
of
your
him
perfect
since.
casting.
Yeah, dude, we liked him since Supernatural. Like he was in what 5 episodes of that, and we never forgot it. We never watched
Yeah.
that doctor show though. We never did.
Doctor show. What doctor show are we talking about
I
here?
don't know. Wasn't he famous for being on like Grey's Anatomy or one of those?
I wouldn't know.
One of them
I wouldn't know.
handsome doctor shows. Yeah, I don't know.
It's probably. I mean, he's a handsome guy. I can say that. You know.
We rewatched
I
during COVID. We rewatched ER. That was probably a bad idea, but we did it.
Flashback. Oh yeah, of all times, right?
Yeah, yeah. The whole goddamn thing. We made up lyrics for the intro song. COVID was a dark time.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna think back to a brighter time.
Yeah, that was a good transition there.
For some, you like that? I'm the king.
I did.
The best.
Well done.
We're gonna be taking a tour through the many, many movies that were released in the year of our Lord, 1996.
It was a good year.
It's kind of amazing. You don't remember how many movies came out in the same year. You're just like, 90s movie. Yeah, that was a 90s movie. Some of these fucking years were just packed, man. Packed. I've got a list in front of me. I'm going to run through, they're like the most, so IMDb says the most popular ones of the year. And
the funny thing is, I wouldn't even agree with this, but yeah, go ahead.
Right. But if we're going by box office, I would pretty much believe it. Okay. I think it's pretty close.
I'm sure that's fine.
You know, but whatever. You're going to know them all until we get to like the 50th one. So we're not going to talk about too much, but we're, yeah. So number one that came up here, probably something you watched fairly recently, considering we're recording this right after Halloween. Scream, the original Scream. I don't know what we have to say about it. It's a legendary movie.
Scream. I think, as does happen with a lot of franchise movies, you start to forget how good the first one was after part 4, 5, 6, or 7, or whatever we're on now. But, you know, there was something to be said for that meta, movie that poked fun at a lot of the tropes without, crapping on them or still, turning in something that worked within the genre.
Yeah, it was making fun of the genre a little bit but also it was a love letter to the genre. And this is one of my wife's favorite movies, and she had never seen Wes Craven's New Nightmare. And I showed her that.
Also
she's like,
a great movie.
She's like, this is kind of like a proto Scream. I'm like, yes, it is. Yeah. You understand. Yeah. Now, Scream's a great flick. We just rewatched it. Actually, a friend of ours had a birthday party at it's a horror movie themed vegan restaurant in Philadelphia. And they show horror movies in the back room. And this is what she
horror
had.
movie themed to vegan restaurant.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, and this is what they had playing. They played so I kind of half watched Scream as people talked and yelled. It was great.
Top shelf.
Yeah, good thing I know it by heart. All right, here's next one. I don't know if you've seen this. Primal Fear.
I have not.
No? Oh my goodness. No. This was one of those movies that mid 90s it was prime time for my dad would rent every new movie that came out and I would watch it with him no matter what it was. And I watched a lot of lawyer movies, a lot of movies that were way too old for me. And this is the first thing I ever saw Ed Norton in. And it's famous because he does there's a real twist at the end, and it really shows off his range as an actor. Okay. I mean, it's in the era after Shyamalan twists and all the twist movies we've seen. It seems kind of quaint now watching it, but it's a good crime thriller and half of a mystery, and it's a courtroom drama too. And a great supporting cast. Richard Gere, Laura Linney. It's a great cast. If you ever come across it, it's totally worth a watch.
I'll check it out. I can't think of a single Edward Norton movie that I don't like. And I mean, you could throw something at me that's total crap, and I'll be like, all right, fine. But off the top of my head, I don't think there's ever been anything I didn't like. He
gets on my nerves in some movies, but you're right. I wasn't crazy about that Glass Onion movie he did for, what is that, Netflix or whatever.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I wasn't crazy about that, but I loved the
And I'm
Hulk.
not going to call The Incredible Hulk a masterpiece, but
No,
at the
but I
same
liked
time,
it.
like it worked for what it was. Yeah.
I liked it much better than the Eric fucking Bana one. And
it's a low bar.
yeah. But like Ruffalo was fine, but I was a little disappointed Ed Norton didn't come back when they started doing it all, just for continuity's sake, I guess. But I liked that movie. I watched that one a lot.
I know there were a lot of creative differences there. He wanted a certain amount of control, and they wouldn't give it to him because they're Disney.
They weren't. I don't know if they were Disney yet, but Marvel wasn't having
that's
that
true.
either.
Weren't they Paramount at the time?
Yeah,
so,
Phase One, baby, way back in Phase
Yeah.
One. Jesus God. But yeah, one last thing about him. He did a movie called The Score with Robert De Niro. I love that movie. I love it. Oh, and oh God, Rounders, the poker movie with Matt Damon and John Malkovich. It's a great movie. I used to have a poker game at the house, and I watched that to want to play poker. You know, we're horrible. It's the lowest stakes games you could ever fucking imagine, but it's fun.
Yeah, right. Here's like 6 pretzels for my royal flush.
It really might as well. It's like a $20 buy-in, and I don't think anyone's ever lost more than 16. So,
all right.
yeah, we're all too working class. We can't stand to lose money. All right,
Yeah, true.
There's another one that's kind of a classic at this point. I guess it's a classic if it's been remade, right? The Craft. The original.
Did they remake The Craft?
Yeah. Didn't watch it, but I know they did. I think it was more
Come
like
to think of it, I think you're right. I do remember vaguely the trailers for that.
Yeah. I don't know if it was a
Craft,
quasi sequel or if it was a full on remake, but yeah, the original, it's very time capsule-y. Like it's very of the time, especially because of the soundtrack. But you know, it was that era, man, when Buffy was on TV, like, and witchcraft and Wicca were all in the pop culture scene, and it just brings back memories. And Fairuza Balk is fucking amazing. It's Nev Campbell, and my God, man, it was a weird kid's dream. And it's a cool movie too. It's fun. It's a good little, like, light horror, I guess. Right? That's what I would call it. No, that's good.
Sure.
It's good.
Sure.
It's good. We didn't watch it this year for Halloween. We skipped it.
I wish I could watch as many horror movies for Halloween as you can. I mean, I got the kid, you know, I can sneak in a couple, but you know,
all you have to
really
do is become
carefully.
an insomniac, and you're good, man. That's all.
That's
you
what
need.
I do, but you know, you get to a point where you got a lot of other stuff you got to do at night too. You know,
like work, cleaning,
everything,
baking,
everything.
Yeah. Train Spotting. Was this one of your?
Train Spotting was a great one.
Was this one of your like teenager college era movies? Like it was.
No,
so many?
I would actually say I didn't see Train Spotting until well after college.
Really?
Like I think, when I was going through the IMDb top 250, like I wanted to check them all off, be able to say I watched them all. This came in there. I had never heard of it prior to, and it was great. It's great.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor. Yeah.
Oh God.
I never saw
cast,
T2,
yeah.
and by T2 I mean Train Spotting 2. And
Neither have I.
Terminator 2.
Neither have I. Didn't want to sully it. I remember the first time I saw this, I went swimming at a friend's house in high school, and all of us sat in the living room and watched back to back Train Spotting and Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, that couldn't have been a good day.
It started out as a good day. It didn't end that way. It was. It was sobering.
Requiem for a Dream is just the bleakest fucking movie I've ever seen.
And it was just too much heroin for 2 movies. I just couldn't stand way too much heroin.
You gotta just feel awful about your life choices, man.
Yeah, for sure. No heroin in Fargo, though. God, what a great movie, dude. What a great movie.
So I was actually gonna say, like, when you originally threw out to me, like, we're gonna talk about 1996. I didn't even think about what movies were in 1996. I just said sure because I love talking about movies, whatever.
Yeah.
The 1990s, of course, there'd be movies that I could talk about. But when I really sat down to think about it, Fargo is really the only like top shelf favorite movie of mine to come out of this year.
Okay.
Yeah,
really?
But here it is. Let's discuss Fargo.
Fargo, yeah.
Oh yeah, you betcha.
Oh yeah. Oh, my wife.
yeah.
My wife was born in Wisconsin. She can turn that accent on, bro. It's freaky.
I did not know that.
If there's something on TV where someone has that accent, by the end of the night, she's transformed. It's terrifying. I can't even come close. It's amazing. But this movie, I noticed something different like every time I watch this movie. I love this movie. I love Steve Buscemi in this movie.
Oh yeah.
It's
You
just.
betcha.
Did you watch the show at all?
Of course I watched the show.
Show
I'm
was
caught up.
great.
Oh yeah.
Show was great.
Yeah. This is a masterpiece through and through.
Yeah, dude. Coen Brothers at their peak. Just.
Yeah.
It's so quirky and it's so weird, but it's also such a genre movie. And it's also violent and bloody. Like, it's such a weird tone. And I just love it. I just love it. It's such a fun story. William H. Macy is fucking amazing. Everyone's amazing in this movie. Everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't watched it in a while too, and it was one of the seasons of the show. I don't know if it was the last season that came out. It was the one with what's her name, Juno Temple from Ted Lasso.
Yeah, sure.
So was that the most recent season of the show?
I believe so. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So before that, I sat down to rewatch this because the 4K Blu-ray had just came out, and I was like, this is a good excuse to check back into that. And there was just so much, like, you talk about the little things that you miss. And, like maybe your first time around or the little things that you pick out when you're rewatching a movie. And it was so brilliant from beginning to end. And even the show, which I normally would not say like, okay, you're making this show 20 years later.
I was
or
not optimistic. No.
Yeah, not at all. And there's every season of the show has really just blown me away. Maybe not the one that was like the gangster movie one, like the
That was the one with Timothy Oliphant, right? It was like in Kansas City, sort of.
Was it Chris Rock? Was he in that?
Yeah.
Like
I wasn't crazy about that one.
Didn't feel like Fargo. That felt more like The Sopranos than Fargo to me. Like there's different genres of gangster. But other than that season, I would say every single one of them was amazing.
I love the Ted Danson one. That season, that's the one with Jesse Plemons and Kirsten Dunst. Oh,
yes.
That is my favorite.
That season really gave me a new appreciation for Kirsten Dunst because I think prior to that, I knew her as like, she was the annoying girl in Spider-Man. She was the annoying girl in Bring It On.
Yeah, Claudia.
And like, yeah, I walked out of Fargo season 2 being like, one day she's going to get an Oscar and she's going to deserve it.
Yeah. No, the two of them as a couple too. She was so weird and
Peggy or whatever her name was.
Yeah, and then she fucking just runs down the Culkin, runs down the other Culkin, the Kieran Culkin in the beginning. And that really happened in real life, dude. I read
Well, they say that it's based on true events. Right?
Well, yeah, but a woman actually drove home with a dude embedded in her fucking windshield and just parked.
Oh my gosh.
Like, she parked it on the street, too. At least she puts it in the garage in the show, but she parked it on the street, and they just found that shit in the morning. I wish I remembered what city that was in. I saved it somewhere, but that shit's real. Google it, man. AI will find it. That's a great show. And one last thing that I loved, every time I rewatch the first season, which I haven't watched that many times, but I love how they work the money in from the movie. Like, just because that's one
season.
Yeah, into the first season of the show. Like, I just always wondered after the end of the movie, like, because that's one of the great things about the movie is they left the money in the fucking snow with that ice scraper, man.
And I guess that's the thing with Minnesota is that it would never melt. Like here, it would just melt eventually in the spring.
I mean, I don't know much about Minnesota, but it must. I don't either. I imagine it to be like an Arctic
tundra.
Back then, it was before the world started moving on. Back then, it was.
Sure. Climate change became an issue, and suddenly, like all that money was just out there. In
they found
the grass.
Piles of money everywhere that people had hid under the snow. Oh shit. Well, this one is completely different in tone, but I guess it made quite a bit of money. From Dusk Till Dawn.
Sure.
Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez. One of the rare instances of Tarantino playing a significant role as an actor.
Well, he doesn't need to,
Yeah, well, apparently he's doing so again. I read something that he's going to have a significant role in some movie. I don't know. I don't care. But let me know when you're directing your last movie, man. I remember this movie as being like, George Clooney is going to be a real actor now. Like, he did TV shit. He was on ER and he got all like, Teen Beat famous. And then it was like, all right, now he's in this movie. He's got a neck tattoo. He's hanging out with Tarantino and he's shooting vampires in the fucking face.
And he
He's-
follows this up with nipples on the batsuit, right?
Right? Like he's trying to change his image and then Bruce Wayne. Like I don't know if it took, but it's I always kind of liked him as an action guy. He did that other movie with Nicole Kidman, The Peacemaker. You remember that?
I remember of it. I have not seen it.
It was a fairly forgettable, like, you know, between wars, CIA, stop terrorists kind of movie, you know, smuggled nuclear warhead and yada yada. But him as an action guy kind of worked, you know, and Batman just fucked that all up. But
I mean, I don't blame him. Like, you know, they come to you and they're like, "We'd like you to be the new Batman." You're gonna say no.
Oh yeah,
you know,
right?
especially at what I imagine they paid him.
God, who knows? Yeah, and plus the cast, like, hey, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Uma Thurman. It probably
Even
sounded
Chris O'Donnell
fucking.
at the time.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I always forget that, but he was a real up and coming star at the time. From
Alicia Silverstone, you know, another one. She must have been coming off of Clueless. You know,
yeah,
at least a couple years
well,
at that point. But.
Chris O'Donnell was coming off of Scent of a Woman with Pacino. He won an Oscar and all that. So yeah. Dusk Till Dawn is not an Oscar caliber film, but it's fun. It's fun. Fucking Cheech Marin, dude. And I always forget Juliette Lewis is the daughter in this. Like she played like, I don't know, she could just play any age they wanted her to play in the 90s. Like no one knew how old she was.
I remember she was in was a Christmas Vacation, and she looked like 20 in that, but I assume she was playing a 14-year-old or something.
Yeah, I think she was older than the brother. I think she was supposed to be like 17-ish. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It got confusing because they kept swapping the ages of the siblings from movie to movie.
Yeah.
They didn't give a shit.
Swapping actors. I don't think any actor played the kids twice, actually.
That's not true, but it took until they did the crappy recent stuff. Like they did Christmas Vacation 2.
Oh, come on, dude.
And they got the original daughter back. Which is weird because I'm not talking about the original daughter from Christmas Vacation 1.
You mean from
like
Vacation.
Vacation 1. Yes, as weird as that is. Yeah.
What the fuck? That's fucking weird. I never saw that. I never got that far. I did see the remake or whatever you want to call it, the super sequel with
Vacation with the guy from The Office and
Christina Applegate. Yes. I was thinking the guy from The Hangover. Same dude. Same dude. The tooth guy. Yeah. It wasn't great. Dusk Till Dawn is kind of. It was one of those movies that you like. When it came out, we were that age where it was naughty to watch it. Like,
I mean, it's
no
worth
parents let you
talking
watch
about.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth talking about that we were in middle school at the time. I'm not going to dox you and say exactly what year in case you don't want that out there. But we were in middle school in 1996. So, like, my perspective on 1996 is very much framed within that, you know? Like, I remember being like, how old are you in that? Like 12.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember, like, you know, Will Smith was on top of the world. And, you know, the Yankees won the World Series that year. Like, I'm going back to that time just thinking about this, but.
No, it's true, man. It was like everyone talks about that time of their youth for the same way for a reason. You know, those years felt longer than other because so much shit happens when you're that age, you know? But it might have felt longer because so many fucking movies came out every year, man. Now, for the more immature of us, like we were straddling that line, like we were about to go into like high school age. We were still kind of juvenile and stupid, so we got to enjoy Happy Gilmore too. Not Happy Gilmore 2, Happy Gilmore correct. Also, because no one enjoyed. If you enjoyed Happy Gilmore 2, there's I don't know, man. Like seek help.
It was just sad. And I don't mean sad like pathetic. I mean sad like depressing. Like,
it is, alcoholism
it is odd
and death.
When you want us to laugh about, you know, alcoholism and everything. You know,
and dead sad. Wives and kids that didn't make anything of themselves and all still live at fucking. It was a sad movie. It wasn't the first one was. I don't know.
But yeah, we're here to talk about 1996. So let's discuss the first one.
Was I a fan? I don't know. Was I forced to watch it like 100 times? Yeah, and I grew to like it. I guess it was all right. It's funny.
I loved Happy Gilmore, the first time. I didn't see it 100 times. Like, it was one of those movies that, I liked it, I put it down, and maybe I came back like every few years or so, maybe even a lot longer than every few years. But I can tell you, and I don't know that whether or not this makes me a responsible parent, but I showed my 8-year-old daughter Happy Gilmore, a few months ago.
And she laughed like a maniac.
Loved that movie. Like, laughed like every joke hit so hard, just perfect age for it, even though it was PG-13.
Yeah, it's so mild.
Loved every second.
I think maybe what colored it for me was I fucking hated Billy Madison so much.
Oh yeah.
Everyone in my class just loved it, and I fucking hated it. So I kind of was
Bridget
already
Wilson.
Yeah, well, that's no. But I was already kind of against old Adam coming into this, and I used to watch SNL when I was a kid. Like, that was my thing. My parents let me stay up on Saturday night, and I that was the era where it was so shitty, but you tried to like it because it was SNL, and like he did so many things on SNL I hated, like Opera Man, and those sketches that never fucking ended. I don't know. I came to peace with Adam Sandler though. I'm okay with him now. That Uncut
This was
Gems
definitely
movie.
the era of Adam Sandler and Jim Carrey. And it's weird that Jim Carrey is not going to really have like a big movie on this list. Like The Cable Guy did come out in 1996, but I think The Cable Guy was really the first movie that came out that wasn't like a big hit among our, age bracket there.
It was his first, like, and it wasn't even that big of a flop, but considering he had so many movies that were so big, and he had like 3 movies in 1994, dude, and they were Ace Ventura, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber. Like, fuck,
yeah, and then
dude.
he was the Riddler.
Yeah.
I mean, that was on top of the world.
Yeah. And then he had The Cable Guy, but he came back with The Truman Show and tried some different shit. I don't remember when
The Wedding Singer came out, but that would have been somewhere in that bracket too.
That was, you know what, dude, honestly, I'm glad you brought that up, because that is truly the first movie Adam Sandler was in that I actually liked. Like, genuinely liked. I liked him in it, and I was like, oh, he can actually fucking be funny and like play a real part. Someone who could actually be a real person. I don't know. That movie holds up. I like that movie. All right.
I can't hear Total Eclipse of the Heart without, hearing the
the
Wedding Singer version of that in my head.
Yeah, and the other one, he does the spin me right round. I forget what the name of the song is. That fucking song. And the Boy George song. I can never hear that and not think of that movie anymore. And what's the one he sings when he's crying?
I thought that was.
Is that the one? Oh my God, dude.
Total Eclipse of the Heart.
I gotta watch this
I could be
again.
wrong.
I gotta watch it again.
The funny thing is, I haven't seen that movie since it came out, but the songs are still ingrained in my head. At least some of them.
All right. This is a personal favorite of mine. I didn't think it did very well, but it's rated very high. The Frighteners with your boy Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, it was all right.
All right.
I mean, I do love Michael J. Fox. I'm a big Back to the Future fan. Michael J. Fox oddly had like a weird career where he could have been, this more adventure action-y kind of guy, but chose, and now we know, I think that it had a lot to do with the Parkinson's. He chose to be more this romantic comedy type, or like, and this was one of those rare movies where he got out of that bubble.
True. And I think that's why it didn't do so well, because audiences don't like that. They just want the same shit from actors when they're that popular. Like, case in point, Interview with the Vampire. There was a lot of fans of Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise that freaked the fuck out when that movie came out, and there were boycotts and religious groups and shit. Like, doing that for a star that's like that big, and he was really big at the time, man. When did Back to the Future 3 come out?
90.
90? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And this was Peter Jackson, The Frighteners.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he directed this. And I think that's why some of the special effects still hold up so well. This is also one of those early CG movies. And when you remember it's 96 and you watch it, it's pretty fucking good. Like 99, it might have been a little like, 96, man, it looks pretty. Some of the effects still hold up. And the ghost effects are great, I think. If you ever get a chance to see the director's cut of this,
I haven't seen that.
I would urge you to watch it. It doesn't make a giant difference, but it does make it's one of the few director's cuts that really does make a difference. And it's Jackson, so it would make sense that a longer movie would work better with him.
I guess so. I mean, you talk about this guy is maybe 3-4 years away from starting work on The Lord of the Rings.
Right.
He probably had to start it way earlier than it came out. But, you know, you're talking about somebody that went from The Frighteners to just like taking the world by storm.
Yeah.
Just 3 years later.
And it's fun to imagine how much he must have learned about CG making this film. And just for that. Plus, it's a good fucking movie. And I was a weird little creep. And in high school, yeah, I know, right? In high school, I got really into reading about serial killers. This was before there were all these fucking I know everyone watches true crime shit about serial killers now. And we got Ed Gein and Sinful Cold Cuts. And I'm sorry, dude. That Netflix show, the Ed Gein thing, I'm obsessed with it. It's so funny.
I did hear good things. I haven't started it.
I'm one of the people who liked it, but whatever. This movie introduced me to the story of Charles Starkweather. And that is an important story to know if you like movies, because there's like 8 movies that are like quasi based on him and his girlfriend, and they're all fairly famous, including one with Juliette Lewis, 2 with Juliette Lewis in them. Natural Born Killers, loosely based on them, and California with Brad Pitt and David Duchovny. Did you ever see that one?
I didn't realize how popular she was.
Yeah, right. She's been in a lot of movies, man. That's California with a K, if you ever look it up. This next one I know was very popular, but do you believe it? I'd never seen it. Matilda. We just showed that to my kid. You know, we read the book and then we watched the movie. It's adorable. But, does it still hold up for kids, or is it weird?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
No, it absolutely holds up for kids. I mean, they just remade it on Netflix earlier this year.
Oh, okay.
And I would say they're both really good. I actually caught, there were days I was waking up and I saw my daughter watching the 96 Matilda. And when it was over, I'd pop out of the room and I'd come back in and I'd see that she was watching the new one. And she was watching them back to back. Like,
oh, really?
Both, yeah, as crazy as that is.
Look what you've done. You've trained her.
Yeah, she's a little movie fan.
You're having movie marathons all by herself soon.
Yes, exactly.
Great. I love it. I love it. Okay, so this is the one with Danny DeVito and okay, all right. I've heard all these, and Rhea Perlman. I've heard all these great stories about how awesome Danny DeVito was behind the scenes of this one. It's cool to know.
I can only imagine. I mean, he was awesome on screen too. I mean, it definitely brings the characters to life.
It's always nice when you find out somebody's not an asshole in real life.
You almost want Danny DeVito, like he's got that.
He plays such a good asshole.
He plays such a big asshole. You wouldn't mind if he was an asshole,
right?
As long as he wasn't like sexually assaulting anybody. Like you wouldn't mind learning that he was kind of a dick.
At least he's not as scared. He scared the shit out of me in Batman Returns, man. I tell you what,
yeah.
The Penguin freaked me out. It was kind of hard for me to square him with the rest of his career for a while. All right.
I don't know about that. He was weird and gross in that movie. And he was weird and gross in just about everything else he played.
Almost, yeah. Throw Mama from the train.
Twins.
Oh, God. That might have been the first thing I ever saw him in. I really think it was.
Yeah, absolutely.
That movie, that's one of those movies that's like a song to me. Like, I know the rhythm of it so well, most of the scenes, because I don't know why, but I watched the shit out of it as a kid, man. I really liked it.
What's the line? It's like, the perfection was you. Everything you look at in the mirror. Oh, the crap.
The crap.
Everything that was left over.
The crap that was left over. That's like the doctor saying that to him, man. That was fucking brutal.
Oof.
And the ponytail he had was even brutaler.
90s hair, man.
Yeah. 90s hair.
Ponytail. Haven't run into any mullets yet.
Baggy button-down shirts and khakis and shit. All right. Here it is. The big one.
Independence Day.
Independence Day. God damn.
This is a favorite movie of my wife's. You know,
Oh, yeah?
watch this every few years. Yeah, and there really aren't that many movies about Independence Day. So when you're looking for something to throw on during July 4th, this is not a bad movie to reach for.
Yeah, and this is way more cheery than Born on the 4th of July, for sure.
For sure. I mean,
it's hard to overstate how big this fucking movie is when it came out.
Oh yeah, Will Smith was on top of the world. You know, and 1 year away from Men in Black. You know,
and the spectacle of it too. Again, the era of the first batch of movies where CG could make things look real. And the first thing,
absolutely. I will say this 100% holds up as far as special effects go.
Yeah, even
100%.
the aliens, and because the first few things that CG got really good at was making buildings blow up and flying things. Planes.
Do you think that was CG when they blew up the White House? I feel like they could have done that with a miniature.
I think it was a mix. I remember seeing the behind the scenes of this a long time ago, but I think it was a mix of miniatures blowing up, and they added fire. And the beam coming down from the alien ship was CG, so it was truly a mix. And I think obviously it's not a new sentiment. The mix was the magic in those 90s movies where the CG played. And a lot of the planes, a lot of the flying, obviously all of the alien spaceships, that was all CG. But there were practical ones too, like the one in the desert when he punches the alien, that was all real. So
Welcome to Earth.
Is that what he says? Holy shit, man!
Welcome to Earth.
That fucking movie.
I mean, it's Cameron was talking about Terminator 2 and how it's this movie that's really known for being this pioneer of CG effects, when in reality there's less than 4 minutes of CG in the movie.
Right. Right.
It's all whenever they could do something practically, they did.
Just like The Abyss before that, most of that was extremely torturous practical filmmaking that they did, and everyone remembers the fucking water monster. Yeah. Monster, whatever, face.
Because all it takes is one really shitty effect, and then, it just sours you on the whole, you just say the special effects in that movie sucked.
Yeah.
And I think that was the thing, in the mid 90s, the mid to late 90s, I would say they overused cheap CG effects in movies. I remember, do you remember Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat Annihilation?
Yep.
They had those animalities, and it was that same CG looking monster thing that they turned into in Spawn, and
exactly.
They all had the same. It was they all went to the same cheap ass CG house. I'm sure it was ILM, and
it was the C team at ILM.
Yeah, and it was all just so bad. It took you right out of it.
Because it was rushed and it was cheap. And at that time, they couldn't make, and I think it was also too, it stood out even more because you had just come out of this era where practical effects had gotten so good. The late 80s into the 90s, makeup effects were so amazing, and there were so many good artists working, not to mention not just makeup effects, but miniatures and all of it. Everyone, all the studios had the best guys all at the top of their game. And then CG just started taking the bits and pieces and slowly, and when you saw a bad practical effect after all those years in a big budget movie, you're like, what the fuck? It felt like you were going backwards a little. Yeah. It felt like you were going backwards a little, And because it's oh, look what they can do with the computer. Yeah. The best were the ones you didn't notice,
Yeah. And I hated when a movie didn't have a lot of CG, and then they just threw something in, like Blade. Do you remember how Blade ends? Where
dude, I can't watch the ending. I can't. Yeah. It's so bad.
And I was like, why did you do this? You didn't have any of this kind of crap for the whole movie.
Right? You were doing so well.
Big finale. Yeah.
You were doing so there were a couple CG blood drops or whatever, and we were gonna let that go, and then that shit fest in that weird, stupid chamber at the end. Oh my god. I just rewatched that because Tom was talking about it and how awesome, how much he loves the original Blade. And yeah, I was so into it until that last part. I'm like, yep, now I remember.
That said, I'll love Blade 2 until the day I die. That's an
Blade 2's
unappreciated masterpiece. Yeah.
Blade 2's rad. Which one was Bradley Cooper in? Was that the third one? The shitty one?
Bradley Cooper was in a Blade movie?
No, the other one, Ryan Reynolds. The other pretty boy blonde
Trinity.
guy. Yeah.
Blade Trinity. I was like, holy shit. Was I not paying attention? Yeah.
No, that's
he was
me.
the comic relief. He was Hannibal King in Blade 3.
That's right. All right. I know that's a shitty movie. But I do kind of like some aspects of it.
I mean, I love Parker Posey. She's actually one of my favorite actresses.
She's pretty good in that, man. Wipe that face off your head, bitch.
I was on the Ryan Reynolds train way before most people. Like, I love Two Guys, a Girl, in a Pizza Place. And so when he popped up in Blade Trinity, I was like, hey, I know that dude. You know, I like him. That was before the rest of the world got on board. But
did that come out before or after Waiting? I wonder.
Which thing?
The Blade Trinity. Yeah. I feel like it was
afterwards. I would say,
Yeah, that was the first thing I liked him in, was Waiting. I'm kind of sick of him now, though. Gotta say.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we're in a stage right now where unless it's the Deadpool character, I'm not interested.
Yeah, I'm done.
I watched what was I don't remember the name of the movie, but he was like the non-playable character in the video game, I want to say.
I think it was actually called NPG.
Was it? I mean, it was so bad.
No,
I had such high hopes
extra man or something. Extra, whatever.
I keep going back to Fall Guy, and that's not right.
No, that also sucked. It might have been Extra Guy.
Something like that. It was bad.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
And I had such high hopes for that, you know. And there were a couple others. Like, if you were to just like name Ryan Reynolds movies from the last few years, I'd tell you they were all crap.
I can't think of one I liked. That's the one where he was a serial killer. That was excellent.
Yeah,
that was excellent. Out of left field, one of those found it on a streamer, like, the fuck is this? That was excellent. That was when he was trying weird shit, when he was still younger.
Yeah, that might have been pre-Deadpool.
I think he got too rich, and he got too, like, able to do exactly what he wanted to do all the time, and he just turned into Ryan Reynolds, and that's it, you know? But whatever, we had some good shit. Waiting is a fucking classic, dude.
Oh, sorry, it was Free Guy. It was Free Guy. I just
Free Guy, yeah. Uh-huh. All right, moving on. We got a 1-2 hit here from your favorite actor. It was a big year for Tom Cruise, Jerry Maguire, and the original Mission Impossible. Jesus, he made some money that year.
So this is, I mean, and the beauty of these being back to back is that I get to discuss everything I love about Tom Cruise and everything I hate about Tom Cruise.
Outstanding. All right.
In 2 movies back to back right here.
And you know I'm a fan of Tom Cruise, but you know, there's limits, right? I don't like everything he's done, but you, like me, all appreciate his early career, right?
I think that Tom Cruise can act.
Yeah.
And he ought to be acting. You know, Jerry Maguire is a movie that I love. Rain Man, I really liked.
Yeah.
I can't think of many other movies where Tom Cruise has tried to act
Born
seriously.
on the 4th of July. He almost won an Oscar for that.
The only thing that I liked, other than the 2 of those movies that he was in, was Tropic Thunder, because he wasn't trying to be an action star in that, and that's what I really don't like. I mean, he's like 5'0", 70 years old, whatever it is. Like, you don't need to be jumping off buildings and climbing up rocks without a safety net, and like trying to crash an F6 plane or whatever. I don't know.
No, I agree with you, man. Like, he does not have anything left to prove at this point. Yeah. And like, the internet has agreed with you too. There's been some articles published with the sentiment of, Mission Impossible's over. You've almost died many times on camera. Because he was talking about doing this, some movie where he would actually film the intro in space. And then, like, the rest, and the rest of it was supposed to be like
trying
filmed.
To get into space.
Oh, it gets worse. The rest of it was going to be filmed underwater because it was supposed to be like an Abyssy type movie, and apparently after the last Mission Impossible movie kind of tanked, they were just like, nah, we're not dropping $400 million on that.
There's no reason. There's really no reason.
So these articles are saying, hey, Tom, maybe it's time to like go back to the acting, because man, like The Color of Money is one of my favorite movies. I don't think you've ever seen that, right? The one he did.
I haven't. No.
It's a Scorsese movie he did with Paul Newman. It's one of my favorite movies. I love that movie. I love Rain Man. I love The Last Samurai. I think The Last Samurai was a really nice place for him. Like, it was like that far and away place. Like, it's a period piece. He's a movie star.
Oh,
You're
I
never
loved Far and
gonna.
Away.
I grew up with that. Like, I didn't realize how bad his accent was till way, way later. And I didn't realize Nicole Kidman was Australian either, so they were both terrible. So it worked. But no, like, he really does have to start trying to make better. Just freaking. Did you like The Last Samurai? Did you see that?
I didn't see that.
That's like on the cusp of like modern super action star, but he was still trying to act in that. That's a really good one.
All right.
I really
I
like
liked
that.
Eyes Wide Shut. You know, I mean, I know that a lot of people hate on that movie.
Well, yeah, I like it. It's very interesting, but it's Kubrick. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, who was it? Christian Bale once said that he based the character in American Psycho, like his portrayal on Tom Cruise in that
In that interview
was it
he
the
did.
interview where he did with where it was the Katie Holmes thing, or was it a different one?
I don't think it's the one he did where he was jumping on the couch with Oprah, but it was some interview on a late night show, I think, where he was just doing that weirdly too affable thing. And and I think you're right, because Christian Bale said it was like the smile, but the eyes were dead.
He said he like looked into his eyes.
Yeah.
And there was like not a human behind those eyes. And that's when I started thinking, like, is Tom Cruise like a better actor than I think, because he's not portraying Ethan Hunt. He is portraying a human being portraying Ethan Hunt.
Yeah. Maybe that's what the auditing taught him to do, dude. Maybe. So do you not like the original Mission Impossible at all?
It was all right.
Okay. All right.
I think, okay, so if they had stopped at 2, I would probably respect those movies a lot more. Because I think part 1 was a nice espionage movie, but at the same time, like, it got kind of old where it was like, okay, here's a twist. Here's another twist. Oh, but they're really alive all this time. You know, and I was like, all right, fine, great.
Okay.
And then 2 was like the action movie. You know, it was one of those things where when you want to make a good sequel, you switch genres.
And they did.
They did. You know, 2 was the more action-oriented one. But then after that, I was like, okay, why are we continuing to make these films? And why are we continuing to make these films 30 years later?
Yeah.
As though, you know, this is like a real franchise that we ought to give a shit about.
That's true. It was a TV show that they forced into a... And the original, I like the original because it's a Brian De Palma movie. And it's such a weird departure for Brian De Palma. And it's got some quirks in it that are just neat. From cinematography point of view. I hate the second one because I just don't like fucking John Woo movies. I just can't. I like the third one, which is a J.J. Abrams movie and a completely different fucking movie from the other two. After that, I'm with you. They got real formulaic, and they really should have. And then, well, it's over now. It's fine. It's fine.
Theoretically.
We'll
see.
Yeah. They're gonna do a prequel soon with someone else playing Ethan Hunt, like anyone gives a shit.
No, Tom Cruise will just get another facelift or something, and he'll play Ethan Hunt at 18.
He'll be like Stallone, be like, "No, they can just de-age me. I can play Rambo again."
Exactly.
Stumbling around like an old ass man. Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. Like, we're going through these movies. I haven't seen one from Stallone on here yet. You know,
there's one.
Did he do anything in 1996?
It's deep.
Cliffhanger.
It's
96,
deep down.
94?
No, less popular.
Right.
It's deep down. We'll get to it because I got to bring it up.
There. Sure.
Next one. Oh God, Jesus Christ.
I have no earthly memory of Romeo plus Juliet. I
no.
mean, you know, we were.
Oh.
No, I don't even know if I saw it.
They made us watch this in school. I had to watch this in more than one English class in high school, for God's sake.
Sheesh.
Ugh. It's fine. It is what it is, man. It is with the soundtrack, and if you have memories of it and girls forcing you to watch it, it's a time capsule. I can't even say how good it is. I don't know. It's just one of those. Every era has adaptations of certain Shakespeare stories. I'm just so sick of the Romeo and Juliet story. I've been through it too many times. I just don't fucking care anymore. I'd rather watch the West Side Story if I have to. All right.
Sure.
But whatever. Claire Danes was
actually
pretty.
Didn't see that new one.
No, the Spielberg one.
Spielberg. Yeah. No.
It was okay.
I actually bought it too. That's the thing. Like, it was a Spielberg movie. I'm like, yeah, I'm in, and I just never got around to it.
It's totally worth watching if you have it and you feel like watching a musical one night.
Yeah.
This next one is a was a formative movie for me and a real favorite, and it's so depressing. Sleepers.
I actually didn't see Sleepers.
No? Oh, bro. I don't know how.
And as a matter of fact, at least a lot of these other ones, like I didn't see it, but I knew of it. I don't even know what this is.
Really? I don't know how this would hit in watching it for the first time at our age, but it's worth finding out, man. The cast on this movie just it's one of those movies that's told in two different time periods. The beginning is about this group of guys when they were kids, and then as adults, but dealing with the shit that happened to them when they were kids. And
so it's it.
It's it without anything supernatural, but it's also just as horrifying because there's a lot of like sexual abuse in a what do you juvie. These kids all get arrested together when they're young in New York, I think in the 60s, and they get abused by these guards, right? And the head abusive guard is Kevin Bacon, and he is such a smarmy monster in this movie. And he's got like this it almost sounds like he's trying to do a Baltimore or a Delco accent, and it makes it even worse. And the cast, dude, Jason Patrick, De Niro's in it. He plays a priest. Minnie Driver, Dustin Hoffman, Ron Elder. You'd know his face if you saw it. Dude, Billy Crudup is one of the kids. Brad Pitt, of course. Like, yeah.
All-star cast for sure.
Yeah, man. It's one of those ones, I understand how you missed it because it wasn't, it was easy to miss because it wasn't around very long and it was very depressing and no one got an Oscar for it. But yeah, if you're going to make a list, that's a good one. This next one, I know.
Probably. Oh, sorry. I was going to say, this is probably like it's a weird transitional era for me because like in middle school, I'm starting to try to see more R-rated movies. My parents were not always like super cool about that, so it was harder for me to get a hold of them. So it wasn't like I was seeing all of them.
I get you.
So something had to be like a powerhouse thing for me to go back to it later,
I get you. This is, again, the only reason I think I ever saw this was because I just watched every movie my dad rented. And like I've said this on the pod before, he didn't give so much of a shit about the cursing and the violence. Yeah. If there wasn't a sex scene in the movie, I was pretty good to go, or he would just make me leave the room for 5 minutes. I got to give him credit, man. It was awesome because I got to see a lot of movies that I wouldn't have and normally. So I don't think I'm that damaged.
Good to know, because that's where I kind of am right now. Like I don't let her watch the sex stuff, but
yeah.
The language I don't care about at all.
And you got to remember, man, back then there were sex scenes in a lot of movies, a lot more than there is today. It's not like it was everywhere.
Yeah, we haven't gotten
to
discussing Bound yet, but that's a 90s.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. That wasn't one I watched with my dad, but I watched it. All right. This next one, I don't know. I know it was popular. I've never fucking seen it. The First Wives Club.
My wife's second favorite movie.
Jesus. All right, tell me, is it good? I've never seen it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you're into this kind of thing.
Right. I mean, for the genre, for the type.
Yeah, for the genre. I mean, Bette Midler, was it Diane Keaton, Goldie Hawn? They play, the women that have been screwed over by their asshole husbands,
Who I assume have all remarried and are all rich pricks and...
Yeah, either that or they're, like, dating some young... Like, one of them is dating, what's her name? From Showgirls and Saved by the Bell, Berkeley.
Berkeley? Really? She did another movie? Other than Showgirls?
Yeah, right.
Good for her. I'm looking at the cast
this up just
now.
to make sure I'm right about this. Hold on.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica Parker was one of them.
Wait, was she one of
them? Maybe I'm wrong. Was she not in this?
There she is.
Yeah, Elizabeth
she
Berkley.
played Phoebe Lavelle.
Phoebe Lavelle.
That's great.
Stockard Channing. Yeah, and I mean, this is one of those movies that I didn't discover until my wife was like, "Yeah, we got to check this out." But it's not like, the Romeo plus Juliet where you're going to regret your 2 hours. But if you're not into the genre, I'm not going to say go out and get it,
Yeah. I'm probably still never going to watch this one.
Yeah. And I mean, there's no reason why you have to. But we're not going to put it down. Diane Keaton, rest in peace, right?
Yeah. No, I've liked her in movies. I love that one with her and Nicholson. But Good as It Gets. That's a good one.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah. '96 was. I'm just noticing this. There was a big year for Bronson Pinchot. He did very well this year.
Yeah.
I just noticed he was in First Wives Club. It's Balky from Perfect Strangers.
Oh yeah, yeah. Serge.
I
I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry.
Sarge.
Serge.
Well.
This is the floor model people have been coughing on.
Oh, that's from the third one, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I know people are gonna hate on me for this. I love Beverly Hills Cop 3. I don't know what it is. Like, I didn't like the second one, but I loved the third one.
Oh, my God, with the
Maybe it
amusement
had
park.
something to do with, like, we lived in amusement parks my whole childhood. You know,
Well, that'll
was
do it.
either Great
Yeah.
Adventure, Universal, Disney. We were there all the time, and it was funny because like a lot of those rides were rides like straight out of Universal, just renamed or something. And
Okay. Is that
you
where
know,
they
like-
filmed it? Do you have any idea?
I don't know where they filmed
Okay.
it. I would not be surprised to learn that they filmed it at, like, let's say Universal California or something.
They had to
But,
have filmed it at a real theme park. Like,
Yeah.
they couldn't have built all that shit for the movie.
yeah,
That was kind of the
endlessly
best part of the
quotable.
movie. You're right. That the whole behind the scenes thing of the theme park,
Mm-hmm.
where they go through the tunnels and the control rooms and shit, that was kind of cool. I dug
Yeah.
that. Yeah, bro.
When my brother got married, I wanted to put in the card the Wonder Bucks, like where Eddie Murphy has like "Kiss My Ass" written on it. I wanted to slip that into the card and then like give him a real gift later. But I was like, I don't know how well his new wife at the time would have taken that joke.
Oh
you know?
my
So,
God!
yeah.
All right, so did you see the fourth one that came out not so
Yes.
long ago?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think they should have done it, but whatever.
I've sat through worse. I've sat through
Yeah.
worse.
I mean,
They shouldn't
it's
have done
not
it.
horrible, but, yeah,
They shouldn't have done it.
None of it makes any sense, like timeline wise. Like
No.
he would have
No.
had to already have the kid at the point where 3 was going on,
dude.
and then
And it's the
even
whole,
if you ignore that, like why does everybody have to be like the deadbeat dad 20
Thank
years
you.
later?
Yeah.
You know?
Did they have to have a kid? And did it really, like, couldn't it have just been about old men pretending they could
Yeah.
still be cops, for God's sake?
Yeah. And then you got what was it, Judge Reinhold.
Judge
He had to be
Reinhold.
like tied up like half the movie or 3/4 of the movie, whatever. it
Yeah,
is,
because he
you
can't
know, like-
walk anymore. He's got.
Is that the case? All right, fine.
Well, no,
But they just
Taggart.
don't do it, you know.
The guy who plays Taggart, he was literally 86 years old when they filmed this, pretending he was like a police commissioner or something, and he died like 3 months after they finished the movie.
Oh man.
They
So
shouldn't
just
have
don't
made
do
it.
it.
They really shouldn't have done it. They really shouldn't have done it. Whatever. The Rock.
The Rock.
My God, The Rock.
The Rock.
I-
I can't. I'm not going to try to do the Sean Connery voice anymore for this. But like, you know how like the line like losers go home and cry about their best, winners go home and fuck the prom queen was ubiquitous. Like that was everywhere. Like I saw that on T-shirts.
Oh yeah,
You know, as
Carla was
crazy
the
as that
prom
was.
queen.
Yeah.
The thumbs up part. I will never not laugh at the thumbs up part. What? Okay. Fuck. The Rocket
This was
Man
back when
speech.
like Nicolas Cage was on such a roll for a long time where I would say
Yeah.
like up until a certain point I would say there was no such thing as a bad Nicolas Cage movie. Now, he's done a lot of crap since then, but like you know,
Yeah.
there was a point where, you know, in the 90s like this guy could do no wrong.
It was so weird too, because he did the same thing. Like he started off in sort of like rom-coms and offbeat, goofy, weird
Yeah.
movies, and then all of a sudden he was in these giant, big budget action set pieces. Face Off, this. He did a couple other that, and then he, you know, did some more rom-coms, but they were huge budget ones now with Meg
I
Ryan
really
and
like Gone in
shit.
60 Seconds. I don't know if you saw that one.
Nah, I liked the original, so I didn't really like that one.
I
but
never saw the original, but
No?
I'm assuming, yeah, if I liked the new one, I'm assuming I'd like it. Yeah.
They're quite different. They're quite different. The old one's more of like an exploitation movie. It's more of like a movie Tarantino would like, if that makes
Fair
any
enough.
sense. You might.
I mean,
like
I
it.
grew up
don't
on
know.
Shaft and Foxy Brown and all
Yeah,
that. so-
yeah. It's like Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry. It's like in Vanishing Point. It's like of that ilk. It's fun.
Okay.
It's good. It's good. The Rock was amazing fun. It's just all the way around. This is Michael Bay, right?
I think so.
I think so. It had everything. It had everything a kid
Yeah,
who
Michael
loved
Bay.
action movies could want. Everything. Like poison gas and, you know, Navy SEALs and Marines gone rogue and little dudes crawling through shit and everything blowing up and faces melting and people flying around on rockets. It's fucking great, dude. It was just fucking great. Plus the, whole city was in peril and I don't know. I love that movie. I've never seen the English Patient, dude.
Fuck them. Like, how did the Fargo not get? I mean, it's unfair of me to be mad at the English Patient for winning the Academy Award for Best Picture that year, but like, fuck you. Like, how does Fargo not win this?
I don't know.
Like,
I can't imagine.
Voted on this.
I can't imagine this was better than All I ever know about the English Patient is that Seinfeld episode where Elaine fucking hates it so much. And she was right to hate it. I have to feel I'd be with her, and I've never brought myself, just from the descriptions, I don't think I can watch this fucking thing.
Is it truly an awful movie? No. But at 2 hours and 42 minutes, this is time that you're never going to get back, and it's not great. I don't know. Like, the completionist in me, because it's an Oscar winner, I kind of feel like I should, but hey, man, I haven't done it yet. That's the only reason I've seen it. I've seen them all. So, I mean...
But again, another just giant movie from 1996 that was famous for a very long time. Now we've got four really fun movies in a row. A Time to Kill. Okay, maybe this wasn't fun, but it had some great lines, and it was a blast. It's about some dark subject matter. But Kiefer Sutherland plays one of the best villains I've ever seen in this movie. He's like a KKK leader dude, and he is a fucking monster. Have you ever seen this?
I have not seen A Time to Kill, no.
All right. This was also Mark's Matthew McConaughey's shift from doing rom-com shit and into doing, like, serious roles, I guess you could say. And I read an interview with him that he specifically did this. Like, he realized he was at a point in his career where he better start doing different stuff. And, actors talk about this, how, they get typecast and all of a sudden they start getting all these scripts and all these offers. And you can keep taking them, but when they're gone, that's kind of going to be it. And you're going to need one of those resurrections that Hollywood is so fond of. But instead, he said he kept turning movies down and got really, really fucking scared that he wasn't going to get anything. And then a few, like, more meaty roles did come along, and he jumped on them. And this one had an amazing cast, too. Samuel L. Jackson. What's her name?
Sandra Bullock, coming off of Speed.
Sandra Bullock. I was just going to say, the chick from the bus who couldn't stop. Like,
the chick from the bus who couldn't stop.
Dude, I don't know how many times I saw Speed. I loved that movie.
Oh yeah.
But this was dark.
Absolutely.
This was dark. But it has that great Samuel L. Jackson line. Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell. It's a great line. It was a meme for a while. That was what an awesome flick.
I imagine.
Mars Attacks. Tim Burton.
Tim Burton is my favorite director. He gets that distinction.
Really?
And,
wow.
Yes,
okay.
Of all the movies he's done, I would call this like the second worst, like maybe the second from the bottom. If Dark Shadows was his least favorite film of mine, then this would be like right above that.
It's still not terrible, though.
Terrible movie, but like,
it has its fans, though, man, and it's got a quirkiness to it that I did not understand when it came out, but I've grown to like this one more and more.
I'm definitely going to end up giving it another chance, only because we started showing my daughter some of the Tim Burton stuff, and she loves it. And she actually told us, I want to watch all the movies that this guy made.
Oh, okay.
So
that's awesome.
We're going to get there.
That's awesome. I have to admit, I did start liking this movie more after I had been to Vegas, because a lot of it takes place in Vegas, and that always helps. But also, I don't know, a few years ago, it's been a lot of years ago now, maybe 7 or 8, we went to, Vegas has this outdoor museum. It's a lot of old signs that used to be on buildings on the Strip, where the buildings aren't there anymore. They've been torn down, but they saved the signs, and they built kind of like this maze of old neon signs on the edge of town that you can walk through, right? It's like a museum. It's cool. But when we went there, they had a special Mars Attacks display because a lot of the signs in that graveyard were still on the buildings that were used in Mars Attacks, including the big circular, looks like the Seattle Space Needle.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it was a rotating restaurant that got ripped down. That was where Jack Nicholson lived. One of the characters he played. And they had signs from that and all these cool little displays and a lot of photos of making of the movie in Vegas. And I don't know, it was really cool. And it just got me kind of to rethink the flick. Whatever.
Fair enough.
Twister.
Fucking hate this movie.
This is one of my wife's favorite movies.
Oh my god. I hate Bill Paxton so much.
We're
Always
going
have, always will.
in.
Yeah.
He is prime cornball Bill Paxton in this. Some of his lines are so fucking bad in this
It's the
movie.
most brutal force known to man.
Finger of God.
Oh my gosh.
It is so cheesy and melodramatic and over the top, but it's better than the
I can't believe they made a
sequel.
sequel to this thing.
Did you see that pile of dog
Of
shit?
course I did not watch the sequel.
I saw that with a
Although
group
they
in the
fixed the
theater.
biggest thing wrong with it because Bill Paxton wouldn't have been in it, right?
Ouch.
He was dead by then, correct?
Yes, he was dead. He was very dead
Yeah.
by then. Ouch.
So they fixed it. But
Dude,
I didn't watch it.
I gotta tell you, that was one of the most torturous movies. I
The second one?
groaned. Yeah, I groaned out loud so many times. Like I went with a large group of people. It was weird. And we had to stand outside the theater and bitch about it for at least like 20 minutes. You could tell everyone was just vibrating. We just had to vent about what we thought was the stupidest fucking part of that fucking movie. And ever since my wife
Everything
will,
is tied for first.
yeah, it was really what. Ever since this movie, my wife will not watch anything with that Powell dude in it. Nothing.
Hal, dude. Hold on. I'm bringing up the cast.
Yeah, what's his name? He's in everything now. The little face guy from Top Gun 2. Fucker. His last name's Powell. I forget his first name. Fuck him. Fuck that guy.
I've not seen anybody, but I'll take your word for it.
You know, yeah. I can't believe you skated past this one. All right, what's next?
Oh, you mean in 2? I'm looking at the cast of
No,
1. looking for
Glenn
Powell.
Powell.
Okay, yeah.
Glenn Powell.
Gotcha.
That fucker.
Next is Bound. Let's move on to that.
Bound.
Hell
Joey
yeah.
Pants. Joey Pants. Jennifer Tilly. And what's her fucking name from Showgirls? Back to Showgirls.
Gershon.
Gina Gershon. Yeah. Woo, boy. This was... You could still have movies like this in the 90s that were like sexy movies and they got this huge buzz because of how fucking risque they were. And they ended up not really doing much when they came out because they're not really that good. But this one, this one's pretty fucking good, man.
I saw something. It was on Twitter, I think, and they had a picture of like Jennifer Tilly from a couple weeks ago, and they were like, "I don't care how young you are. I don't care how hot you are. You are always at risk of losing your man to 63-year-old Jennifer Tilly." This is Jennifer Tilly in her goddamn prime.
Yeah, both of them.
Making out with Gina Gershon in her goddamn prime. Like,
Damn right, dude.
If you can't get behind that, you're not the target audience for the movie.
And-
all right? That's all I'm going to tell you.
And honestly, guy, if you look at this now, it seems so tame. But you have to remember this at this time, this was like Roseanne almost got canceled for having the first lesbian kiss on TV, you know, and Ellen like almost lost. I think she lost her sitcom for coming out of the closet. Like this wasn't as common as it is now.
Ellen had like a couple years after that. It's just that the show became exclusively about that, and it got old after.
Oh, okay. See, I never watched it. I can't stand her. I couldn't stand her as a stand-up. So whatever. But you know what I mean? Like this was pushing the envelope in a couple different ways at the time. And plus it's a dark movie too. The plot, like all of it is this was one of those ones that HBO would show a lot. And Probably watched it every time I caught it. Gotta say.
I didn't see this until much later. This was the missing piece of my life.
This is one of those ones that, like, yeah, I would stay up later than everyone because I knew it was going to be on. One of those things. This next one. I discovered
Jennifer Tilly a couple years after this with Bride of Chucky. Actually, they did like kind of a reunion on Bound in was it the last season of Chucky? The season before that? Did you see that?
Yeah. She was, Gina Gershon was in it, right?
And Joey what is his name?
Yeah, Joey Pantaleone or whatever the fuck. Joey Pants, yeah. Now, I didn't remember him being in it, but I remembered her being in it. That tracks. That tracks. This next one, if you have the same kind of memories about this next one, I don't know, man. That's really creepy.
It's one of my favorite Christmas movies for sure. Yeah.
Crash?
I'm sorry. I skipped right over Crash because for some stupid reason I thought that was
Well,
no, I haven't seen Crash. Sorry,
dude. I have to admit, if you do have the same kind of feelings about Bound as you have for Jingle All the Way, that is also deeply, deeply concerning. But I was talking about the weird movie about the sex fetish about revolving around car crashes. That's what I was talking about. Have you ever seen this? I did not
see Crash. This was an NC-17 movie, so
yeah,
I probably didn't even hear about it because you couldn't even promote that stuff.
Oh, this is absolutely one I didn't see till many, many years later. This was like I didn't even know this existed till like after college, and I'm trying to watch all the weird shit I can find. But that is what this is about. This is about a group of people who become, after going through car crashes, they become just sexually aroused by car crashes. Some of them are victims. Some of them have seen car crashes. It's dark, really weird. David Cronenberg, so body horror and
love Cronenberg. Cronenberg directed this?
Yeah. It's if you like Cronenberg, you will like this. It's just strange.
Love Videodrome, love The Fly.
Yeah. Videodrome's the one with what's his name? James Woods, right? Yeah. The tape in the chest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. The Fly. I just watched The Fly for Halloween season. Oh my God, that movie gave me such nightmares as a kid.
Love Gina Davis, love Jeff Goldblum.
So good, great movie. This one, the cast is stacked. James Spader, Holly Hunter, Deborah Unger, the incomparable Elias Koteas, and Rosanna Arquette. Like it's yeah. Check that one out, man. If you like Cronenberg, you really shouldn't have missed that one. This is
for sure. I'll check this out.
It's fantastic. Yeah. All right, now let's talk about Jingle All the Way.
Arnold Schwarzenegger has entered the chat. Yeah.
Terrible man.
So 27 movies, and not 27 movies. We've skipped a few TV shows that are in this list for some stupid reason, but yeah.
Jingle All the Way. Yeah.
It took this long
Sinbad.
for us to hit Jingle All the Way.
Sinbad, man. Sinbad. I never would have thought Arnold, Sinbad, Christmas. I don't know if I like this movie. I've watched it many, many times. I don't know.
So this is 90s Arnold trying to shift gears into his more comedy chops. Like you had a string of movies in the 1990s, maybe late 80s, early 90s, where it was like, you're a bigger Schwarzenegger fan than I am. Throw him out for me. It was
he did
Kindergarten Cop.
Twins, Kindergarten Cop, Junior.
Twins, yeah. Dave,
the one where he was pregnant, sorry. Junior.
Yeah, Junior.
He did a pile of comedies just like Stallone tried to do. Arnold did way better because he's got a funny fucking face and a funny fucking voice. And I don't know, man, this does work. This movie does work. Also, Phil Hartman makes it work. And I think Sinbad was really good in this. Like, it is what it is, When you look at it,
such a universally relatable movie, probably for parents. I mean, thankfully, I haven't had to deal with this, but like, it's getting close to Christmas. Your kid wants this one thing that's impossible to get, and you do anything to get it, right? So like, it's just such. It's great like that. I wish I could show my kid this movie, but I really can't because there are certain Christmas spoilers that I won't even like dare to like drop on your show, even though no kid should be watching this right now.
Right.
But yeah, one day I would love to show her this.
This flick is really good at hitting that on the because this came right at the time when like what was the big toy? Furbies, Tickle Me Elmo.
Yeah, Tickle Me Elmo was huge like a year before.
Yeah, the Cabbage Patch thing happened in the 80s, but we had been reminded that there was this phenomenon where parents will trample each other at a Walmart for a fucking toy that no one gives a shit about a year later. You know, what was the other thing that everybody collected? Those stupid stuffed things.
You talking about like the Furbies or whatever?
Not the Furby, the ones that everyone thought were going to be worth a bunch of money that they collected, and there were thousands of Beanie Babies.
I know what you're talking about, Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies. Yeah. Oh Jesus, that there were these crazes again in the 90s, and it really nailed that, dude.
Don't act like that's not still going on. I mean, if you want to make it like about kids' toys, it's Labubu. If you want to make it about adult stuff, we're still getting Kondo into it with like NFCs and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I was just going to say, like, I remember this happening when gaming consoles came out, when they were, really the next gen ones, but around Christmas, like centered around, I don't know, is that still a thing? You tell me, you're a parent. Is that still a thing? They're these big tentpole products that they actually engineer so that people will kill each other at Christmas for them.
It hasn't happened in a while on this scale because, like interests are so splintered where,
right.
But I mean, we've been lucky in that none of these crazes have really hit around the holidays in a while. Like Labubu is everywhere right now, but by the time Christmas hits, these things are going to be a lot easier to get your hands on. So, yeah, I don't know.
All right.
I've been lucky, like a lot of the asks haven't been, like something specific. It's been like a bike, like something like that.
So classic. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
Jake Lloyd was in this thing.
Yeah.
Probably one of the only couple movies he was really in.
Yeah, he was the kid from Jingle All the Way when I saw Star Wars. Yeah. He's had a rough life from what I read.
He has, as odd as that is.
It's a shame. Yeah. All right. Sling Blade, another flick with a really good child actor in it.
This is another one I haven't seen. I feel horrible that, but all of these 1996 R-rated movies, I mean, I feel like I've seen the memorable ones, like the ones that you must have seen because I went back and watched them. But a lot of this just day-to-day R-rated stuff from this time period, I guess I missed.
Again, the Oscar buzz around this was insane. This was just a wild fucking year. Billy Bob
I didn't
Thornton,
even see this movie, and I'm like, how did this lose to the English patient? Like, if it couldn't be Fargo.
Yeah, it's really fucking frustrating. This is a great movie. This is the first thing I know. I know this is the first thing I knew I saw Billy Bob Thornton in. Although I then later realized I had seen him in shit before this, but he just looked completely fucking different. He was like really heavy with a beard, with this round face. Never put two and two together that they were the same guy. Like if you ever saw Tombstone, he was in fucking Tombstone. Nobody knew that was him. Sling Blade's another extremely depressing but really good movie. It somewhat justifies its 2 hour and 15-minute run time. This is a movie with one of those abusive husband/father characters that I don't know. An actor just nails it so hard. He makes you hate him so much. Like, and it's the actor is Dwight Yoakam in this, who does that, and he's a much better actor than he gets credit for. And this fucking movie, man. Do you ever see A Boy's Life with very young DiCaprio and Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
Same deal. Like the way you feel about De Niro in that one, he nails it. And it's even harder contrasted by John Ritter's character, who is so John Rittery.
John Ritter.
And then JT Walsh just rounds it all out, and the accents, what a great flick. James and the Giant Peach. I missed this one. I didn't see this. See, that's my childhood. I watched fucking Sling Blade and Sleepers, but I didn't watch James and the Giant Peach.
Yeah, I saw this one. It was all right. I'm not going to say it's terribly memorable,
Yeah.
This was actually kind of a drought for animated, like great animated movies, because Disney's big one this year was The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing that we haven't run into that yet on this list.
Yeah, it's on here, but we're coming to.
We are beyond that like golden period of, you know, The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, The Lion King, you know, like all hitting in a row. And then it was like, all right, now we're going to take a little bit of a dip.
Well, we got a couple down is 101 Dalmatians, the live action one, though.
Yeah, the live action version.
So they were branching out, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Before we get to that, I don't know. Have you ever seen this one, number 26?
Fuck yeah, I've seen Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
Yes. Oh my God. My wife hates this movie. I love it so fucking much.
You know what? I have more nostalgia about watching the movie than actually the movie itself. I remember like some friends of mine and we kind of snuck that one in. Like it was one of those like R-rated tapes that you're able to get a hold of. I don't know if they filmed it off of HBO or something, but I remember we were in their basement and we slipped this tape in and it was like the naughty thing.
All right. That's great. We all have
the
those,
Wayans
man.
brothers.
That's and the fun, and I'm sure this is if you've ever even seen them. I saw this way before I saw Boys in the Hood or Menace to Society.
Yeah, which is funny because that's what we're parodying here, right?
Yeah, and but the funniest part is when I went to go watch those, they were funnier than Don't Be a Menace because the jokes were already baked into my head, and like I understand why those movies were landmark movies, but objectively the acting is so bad. And the writing is so bad, but they were about things no one had ever made movies about before. So they were important, but fuck, I understand why they got made fun of. And Don't Be a Menace was spot on, man. Holy shit. Do you remember we had a particular teacher in college who made us watch a film called CB4 with Chris Rock and many other folks that was very similar to Don't Be a Menace? And we had
what's funny is that I don't remember watching that in college, but I do remember watching CB4. That was another one of these that we watched. Yeah.
Maybe this was one of the classes with that teacher I did not share with you, although I didn't know there were.
What class would it have been?
Oh,
you don't have to give the teacher's name if you're looking to protect the innocent.
It was Mercedes. It was Mercedes.
I did not. I wasn't in that class then.
This might have been like feature writing 2 or something.
The crazy things that she had to
do. This was one of them. This might have been like feature writing 2 or something. It was one of the later classes, so we might have diverged by then. But yeah, we had to write papers and all kinds of shit about CB4 and the cultural impact of media and shit. It was great. And we got to watch it in class. She was
one of my favorite professors in college. Like, she tried to get me killed. I don't know if you remember that. She wanted me to go into Trenton and write a story about like drug dealers in Trenton. And
I think she was fucking with you to see if you would actually do it. She had to have been,
because I was like, yo, I'm an RA. I've got like narc written all over me.
Yeah, you wouldn't have made it, bro.
There's no way I walk out of that alive. She wanted me to interview them about like their clientele from like the school.
Yeah.
I just remember looking at her like, no.
Bro, we were covering an election. There was an election when we had class with her. It was on election night. She took us to Trenton to do exit polls at like youth centers and shit in the middle of Trenton at night. It was ballsy, man. It was all right. Some of those kids freaked out. It was kind of fun. The Birdcage, one of my wife's favorite movies.
Yeah, you actually you asked me a few days ago about actors that I hate, and I had forgotten about Robin Williams, but I'm sorry to say,
really?
He's in there. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I know. I feel so bad saying it too. There are exceptions to the rule. Like, you know, there are a couple movies, especially movies where he's not trying to be funny. As odd as that sounds.
He's done a lot of serious roles. Yeah.
Yeah. When he is being serious, when he is acting.
Okay.
I love Robin Williams. And this is one of those movies that I would not say was bad. You know, like I think it worked for him in this. It worked for him in, like, let's say Mrs. Doubtfire. But the majority of his movies just drive me up a wall. I can't stand it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would argue that in the Birdcage, he's almost he's almost the straight man in the
Yeah.
Birdcage compared to the
It
other
works.
characters, which was
Yeah,
kind of a funny way to
works.
put it.
He works.
Lenny loves this movie. I love this movie. I think it's so fun. I laugh every time I see it. And of all the performances in it, Gene Hackman kills me. Fucking kills me. His
Another
just
one we lost this year.
deadpan. Yeah, I know. Just Gene Hackman was one of my favorite actors. And I didn't realize it till I was older. God, I grew up with him in so many movies. But just that part at the end when the big reveal, like, because this is a stage play, so it basically works out like a farce, right? So there's all these goofy misunderstandings and hiding shit throughout the whole thing, and then everything comes out. And it's just, I don't understand. It's just, I love this movie. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
101 Dalmatians. I don't give a shit about this. Whatever.
I mean, and one other thing I've told you is that I hate remakes. Like I do not think that art should be remade. Like we would not remake the Mona Lisa and put it out for sale and say like, isn't this amazing?
We've talked about this. Shitty movies should be remade into something better, maybe in some cases. Yeah. So
101 Dalmatians, like the original animated movie, is not what I would call a masterpiece, especially by like today's standards of, like it's very, very dated. And so when they try to pull these things out and like remake them, I'm okay with it, I guess. Like, you're modernizing the concept. And Glenn Close, like this is the role of her career, which is amazing when you think about like,
yeah, right.
She considers herself a very highbrow, serious actor, but this is what she's always going to be remembered for,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. Dalmatians.
I've never even heard of Fear. I don't know.
Oh, dude, this movie. This is the first thing I ever saw Mark Wahlberg in. It might have been his first,
Mark
he was Marky Mark when he made this movie. This is just famous for this chest pumping scene. He punches his own chest and bruises himself up and says that the girl he's stalking, that her father did it to him. This is like I don't know. This has kind of the vibes of, the I don't even know what genre you would call it. The Fatal Attraction kind of genre, right?
Okay.
But backwards. Flipped around so that it's the guy who's the creepy stalker aggressor, as if that's like fucking, it's more true to life.
The guy being an aggressive stalker is allowed to still be in the thriller genre.
Yeah, that's true. It's not super memorable, but that scene gets made fun of sometimes. And his name was David, and I thought that was fun.
Okay.
Space Jam.
Jam.
This was another one that they made me watch in school a lot, and I fucking hated it.
Really?
I hated Space Jam.
I didn't. The educational value of Space Jam would have been.
Dude, I did not go to good schools. I'm not. I didn't go to good schools, man. They ran out of ideas eventually.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it was very cute for combining the live action with the animation. Not that was the first time it was done. Not that was the first time it was done really well. You had Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I loved Roger Rabbit. This didn't impress me, and I think I was just too old for it when it came out. Honestly, I was probably 13 when this came out. Too fucking old for this. I didn't give a shit.
Even more, watch the remake.
No, I will not.
Yeah, the remake was garbage. I Believe I Can Fly was everywhere.
Oh right, dude, they made us sing that in church. I'm not kidding.
Wow,
I'm not fucking kidding. There was church was. I went to Catholic school, so we would have music class in church. And they would make us sing things, and I guess this was their way to relate to us. And then we had to sing it in church in front of people, and it did not go over well. I guess I get it. I don't know, whatever.
Bill Murray was okay in this.
Yeah, and I loved Ghostbusters, so yeah.
Yeah, Michael Jordan was fine in this. There was no great reason for him to be a good actor in this.
No,
it worked.
Yeah, they made a lot of money.
And this was really a lot of people's reintroduction to the Looney Tunes, It's not like they were super popular before this. I mean, the Tiny Toons were a thing for a little bit right before this, but
yeah. Yeah, I never thought of it that way. I never thought. And I guess Roger Rabbit did that a little bit too, but that was
A little
Disney
bit.
and Looney Tunes.
You
Yeah,
know, it's funny. I think they were really trying to bring back the Looney Tunes recently, and Warner Brothers, wasn't that one of those things that they canned for like a tax write-off or something? And
I don't know. I
they're
don't
trying to
know.
make it out like this Looney Tunes movie we didn't get would have been like Academy Award caliber. You know?
I think it just would have gotten canceled.
Uh,
This next one is one of those flicks that I have meant to watch for years, and I've just never gotten around to it. Hard Eight.
yeah, Hard
Um,
Eight.
I don't know much about it. It's a gambling movie. I've heard it was good. It's got a solid click cast. It's got the Gwyneth Paltrow. It's got the John C. Riley, the Philip Seymour Hoffman. A lot of three named actors. Samuel L. Jackson. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. If you're big fans of Hard Eight, I got nothing.
Well, hey, comment. Let us know that we should see it. You know,
Yeah. Is it worth it?
recommend it.
Yeah. For all 20 of you, someone tell me.
Encourage the interaction.
That's what they do. Like, subscribe. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Hit that button. Smash it. In fact,
The
that's
Hunchback
okay. We got a
and
couple coming up here that I do like.
all right. So you're
It's
a
not the
Hunchback fan?
of Notre
Oh,
Dame, I'll tell
okay.
you that now.
I don't. I saw this, I guess, once at some point. It's one of those Disney movies. I think it was
We
popular,
are
right?
following along with this on IMDb, and it has my ratings next to it, and I gave this a 4.
Ooh.
So that just
All
shows
right.
you where I
All right.
ranked that.
All right. I don't know this next one very well. I do believe
Neither.
I saw it once. Maybe I should take a little look. The Day Trippers.
Yeah.
Again, one of those casts where you recognize everybody, so it's probably pretty solid. Liev Schreiber, Stanley Tucci, lots of folks. I don't know. I'm going to make a note. I'm going to check this one out.
Yeah.
So is this next one of the ones?
I love Phenomenon. I don't know what it is. Like,
I'm
it's
with you, bro.
Such a great movie.
I'm with you.
Man.
I liked it
bought
when
her
it came
chairs.
out. He bought all of her chairs because he
Bought her
loved her that
chairs.
much. He wanted to make her feel good.
Well, it was like the analogy for, like he did the thing that he showed an interest in the thing that she loved, like,
Even though he didn't get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Now, this is one of those movies that has that, like, the 90s were really good at making extremely horrifyingly violent movies. And then they had there was this other side, this touching, like, I don't even.
yeah, it was like a sci-fi kind of spin on a romance movie,
Right, but it had this
like a romantic
tone.
comedy. But yeah,
Yeah, it was like this safe tone. Like, yeah, there was a supernatural element to it, but it was so character driven, and it was made in a way that wasn't intimidating, and it was like The Rocketeer had that flavor to it. And a lot of these, who's the guy that made Forrest Gump? What's his fucking name? The director.
Zemeckis.
Yes. Back to the Future. He had that knack for that Zemeckis-y tone, and this movie had that look and that feel, and then the ending is so goddamn sad. It's so sad, and I remember.
Although,
Go ahead.
I don't want to say it ends happily, but like for everyone else in his life.
I know, and
Yeah.
watching it when I was older, like I liked it even more, and I liked the ending more. Robert Duvall's tremendous in this. Everyone's
There's not
great
a second
in
of
this.
CG in this, even though there are effects. It's
And what a great I don't even know if you call it a twist, but revelation.
Yes.
Just the whole thing, man. It's just I'm really glad that you like. I don't run into many people that Linny had never seen this, and I made her watch, and she's like, she
I
saw the
think I
cast
watched
and the
this-
premise.
Yeah, I saw this on TV once and it stuck with me, and it was one of those movies that was hard to get a hold of for a while because, it's not the kind of thing they were rushing to put on special edition DVD or anything.
Okay,
But
yeah.
when they did, I was there,
My aunt Rosie was a sucker for John Travolta, like from back in the 70s. So when his career made a comeback, she bought all of his movies on tape. So she loved a subset of really goofy comedy movies. Like she loved what's that one with Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn? Overboard. You know,
I was gonna say that Santa thing.
No, that was her tone. Like, she loved that. But I remember she bought this, and I watched this for the first time at her house, and my dad liked it so much that he taped it off TV the next time. And I was, this was John Travolta's renaissance, man. This was his post Pulp Fiction run of movies.
Sure.
Yeah, this was a great one.
Wait. This is only like a year and a half after Pulp Fiction, so let's call Pulp Fiction his renaissance. This, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is the follow-up. Like, he made Face Off in this period. You know, he made
Michael.
That's coming.
Yeah.
That's coming. He's got 2 more on this list for this year.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know Michael was the same year.
Yeah, right, dude, we're getting there. Yeah, it's a big year for Johnny.
Sure.
Kingpin.
Kingpin. This is another one of the ones where I was saying this is one of the big ones coming up. Yeah, I'm surprised this is this far down on this list.
What a great movie. Well, I mean, we're at the 6.9s right now, so they're still pretty high. This is more of a niche movie. A friend of mine, I was actually on, Tom and I were on his podcast, Joe Cermelli, that does that cut and retie fishing podcast. And this is one of his all-time, like, this movie's baked into his consciousness. I don't know why, and it's terrifying. But Bill Murray in this, just for Bill Murray alone, this movie's worth it. Did you watch it as a kid, or was this like a later discovery?
No, this is a later discovery, which is interesting when you think about the fact that I missed all these rated R movies, and this is PG-13.
Yeah,
so
right?
I totally could have seen this at the time, but did not. Yeah.
If you asked me what this was rated, I would say R. I don't remember it being PG-13 for some reason. It's got a gruffness to it. I don't think it was supposed to be a PG-13 movie. Yeah, this is, you know, the light comic fare of someone getting their hand chopped off in a bowling ball return. And, you know, it's light. It's funny. It's funny. Stealing an Amish guy from his community.
This reminds me of The Big Lebowski, maybe because of the bowling, but for some reason I tied the two of these movies together. Yeah.
It's not the Amishness, that's for sure. Though Randy Quaid does play a great Amish guy with that fucking haircut.
Woody Harrelson. Yeah.
Woody Harrelson was, this is him too, getting into his movie era after Cheers.
And the chick from Weird Science.
Yeah, oddly enough, right?
It was like not in much, you know?
Really. Well, I'm going to skip this one since we're talking about Woody Harrelson. I'm going to skip the next one because he was in another movie where he, I think, was up for Oscar shit. The People versus Larry Flint.
Wait, we're skipping Give Me Back My Son?
Oh, we're coming back to it. We're coming back to Mel. Don't worry. People versus Larry Flint, I remember, was huge. Tons of buzz around that. It's why I learned what Hustler was. And Larry Flint and Courtney Love tried to act, for better or worse. Did you see this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's a biopic. It is what it is. At the time, it made a splash. I don't think it matters much now. It's fairly forgettable unless you're writing a paper on Larry Flint, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
Give me back my son.
Give me back my son.
Ransom
is okay. Like we're like 20 years deep into the digital movie collecting, you know, iTunes and all that, and I still can't buy Ransom, and that pisses me off.
Wait, it's unavailable?
Not on Vudu. I don't know if it's on the Apple storefront, but yeah, I don't think you can get it on Apple either.
Interesting. I don't have any feelings about this one way or the other. I've seen it, I think, a couple, 2-3 times, and this isn't the one that has like a wildly different director's cut, right?
I wasn't aware that there was a director's cut.
No, I'm thinking of that other one. I'm thinking of the other one. I'm thinking of that other one.
I just brought up iTunes. It is not available to buy.
Wow, that's so strange.
Yeah, it's not just Vudu.
Well,
I don't know what it is. Like this is a gap in the collection.
It lives on through the remixes. It's okay.
Sure.
Give me back my son.
Give me back my son.
All right, we're finally getting to the point where we can start skipping some because.
Sure. I mean, not rated. I mean, was that even in theaters? What is this? Pusher.
I don't know. I've never seen this. The Crucible I've seen. Yet another fucking one they made us watch in school. There you go. Yeah. This and some version of The Scarlet Letter. Yeah, we watch this a lot, often around Halloween time. Breaking the Waves. Don't know. Secrets and Lies. Don't know. Nutty Professor. Seen it way too many times. Kind of fucking hate it.
I gave this a 3, which is the second lowest rating so far on this list.
It's fucking
Number
generous.
One, of course, went to Twister, but
that's pretty generous. When I was a little kid, I used to watch the old Jerry Lewis Nutty Professor, just because my dad had bought a tape with a couple Jerry Lewis movies on it. That's all I have to say about that.
Sure.
Swingers, because let's not forget, this was the era of the indie movie, and this was the birth of Jon Favreau's career and that tall fucker he does movies with. Vince Vaughn.
Tall fucker he did. Okay.
Vince Vaughn. And this is one of those ones that's a little hard to watch now, but mostly because it was made fun of so much because it was so popular. It's fun.
Heather Graham in her prime. You know?
Yeah, damn, she was real young in this, dude. Yeah. Really young. No, it's good. It still kind of holds up. It's very, again, another time capsule one, another Vegas movie. We can hate it a little bit for all the douchebags that have said lines from this because they went to Vegas, because they're probably the worst kind of people you can imagine.
I've never been. I don't know. Maybe one day.
It's not worth it, man.
Yeah.
Not worth it. I didn't go for fun. I went for work often.
Okay.
10 years in a row. I'm good.
I didn't have fun in Atlantic City, so I can't imagine I would have fun in Vegas. Man, I know it's probably a better version of it, but still.
Look, Vegas is one of those towns where it's probably a fucking blast if you have a lot of money. But it costs money to breathe in that city. So it's not like the the cheap buffets and shit from back in the day. Like, all that shit was gone by the time I got there. All right, That Thing You Do.
It's all right.
I have a soft spot for this movie. And again, you're probably not going to believe me on this one, but the extended cut of this is better.
I didn't even know there was an extended cut.
Yeah. Oddly enough, I went to go download this on iTunes because a friend was staying with us, and it's one of her favorite movies, and I saw that they had a significantly longer cut available. And I had a problem with this movie because the main dude, Guy Patterson, Tom Everett Scott, the fantastic actor from American Werewolf in Paris. He's an asshole. I don't like him. I don't think he ever did anything else that was any good. But the way the original was cut, his character comes off as such an asshole that it made me dislike most of the movie, right? But the extended cut actually adds and fills in some plot holes that make his character way more sympathetic and understandable. And I don't know, it kind of made the movie better for me many, many years later. So, but if you can't stand the song, you're not going to like the movie. The Long Kiss Goodnight. It was a good movie. Did you ever see this? You're a Gina Davis fan.
I do love Gina Davis. Yeah, I saw this one. It was fine. Yeah.
This might be one of the earliest things I saw Samuel L. Jackson in, to be honest.
Earlier than Jurassic Park?
Other than, yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't think I knew who he was in that. I don't think I remembered that was him. Pulp Fiction came out before this, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Pulp Fiction was 94. That would have been our real introduction to Samuel L. Jackson.
Well, I don't think I was allowed to watch Pulp Fiction in 94. I think it took a couple of years.
No, I didn't see it until high school. Yeah.
I didn't see this one for a few years either, Striptease.
Yeah.
And Demi Moore, man, oh my God. Burt Reynolds walking around in cowboy boots filled with Vaseline in the movie and talking about how it feels squishing between his toes. The movie's worth it just for that. But it was famous because of Demi Moore's gigantic fake boobs.
Sure.
That were everywhere. I saw The Substance recently.
I loved that movie. I mean,
that was something, man.
It's a little, we talked about Requiem for a Dream earlier. It's a little in that vein, and I was there for it.
Well, as a Cronenberg fan, I imagine you would be. It was definitely in that ilk.
Yeah.
I do not know what One Fine Day is. I do not know what Brassed Off is.
Brassed Off. Did you ever? there's no way you're gonna answer no to this, but I know you know Chumbawamba's Tub Thumping, right?
Sure.
Yes. So if you bought the album, because I had the album, not the single, because my dad was in like 14 of those like buy 10 albums for a penny.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
I just got the album. The song on the album, like Tub Thumping, begins with a line from this movie, and it took me years to even know that it was a quote from this movie. Like, not just a quote, the sound clip was lifted from this film.
Yeah, they did that a lot back then. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that for a long time. And when I found out, I was like, I must see this film. Was it worth it? No. But,
No.
right.
Okay. I looked up that one we just skipped just for funsies. One Fine Day.
Sure.
I just think it's hilarious that George Clooney managed to have From Dusk Till Dawn and a rom-com with Michelle Pfeiffer come out in the same year. That's impressive.
Yeah,
That's
you do the
deeply
safe
impressive.
movie and then you do the fun thing. You know?
That's it. Yeah. Bottle Rocket.
I don't know this one at all.
It is Wes Anderson's essentially his first movie that did anything. I can't describe the hatred I have for Wes Anderson movies. Like,
Oh, I don't know. I really like them. I mean, not all of them. I didn't like the Royal Tenenbaums. I loved Moonrise Kingdom. I don't know.
My wife says it's because I have no whimsy. There's just something about his particular brand of whimsy that just makes me psychotic. A friend of mine forced me to go to the theater and watch Life Aquatic with him because he loves Wes Anderson. And dude, I fucking left him there. I left him in that fucking thing. I remember I looked at him like, you think this is fucking good? And he was so into it. I'm like, I'm out, bro. And I just fucking left.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't stand Wes Anderson. Even that last
Grand
one,
Budapest Hotel was good too. I don't know.
I didn't see it. That last one he put out that had that amazing cast, Benicio del Toro and Tom Hanks and everybody else. I know all these actors line up to work with him.
The Phoenician.
Yeah, I was tempted to see that because of the cast. And I get it. I get the look. His movies do look beautiful. I just can't. I hate it.
I mean, it's the same cast in every single one of his movies.
know.
So if you missed it there, you just catch the next one. It'll be the same people. Jason
guess
Schwartzman
so.
will come back. Bill Murray. I guess we're not gonna have Bruce Willis anymore, but like Edward Norton, the whole nine, they'll all be there. You know,
Bruce, poor Bruce. This next movie is extremely close to my heart.
Big Night.
Big Night. Don't feel bad if you haven't seen it, but this movie is it's a northeastern Italian American type of film. I'm not saying that matters whether you can enjoy it or not. It's just it's one of those flicks that takes place mostly in one evening, as the title suggests. And it's about two brothers played by Stanley Tucci and Monk, Tony Shalhoub.
Okay.
And they're Italian immigrants in the 50s, I think, or early 60s in Long Island. And they're trying to make traditional Italian food in this really small restaurant when all people want to eat is spaghetti and meatballs and ravioli. And they're trying to like serve risotto and shit no one's ever seen before. But it's not about food. It's about, I don't want to say it's about family because it's really cheesy and it's really not. It's not like a family film. It's, I don't know, man. It's one of those character-driven movies where it's just such a pleasure to watch every scene. And the timing and the writing is so sharp and clean. And you can tell that everyone who made it really loved doing it. Like it was a labor of love. And it's just one of those really interesting indie movies that came out of the 90s that you would never see get made again and probably couldn't have gotten made any time before. And it's just a very simple, heartwarming story that doesn't really have an end. And I love it. I love it. I discovered it a few years ago. I'd never seen it. And I just fell in love with it. And Lenny bought it for me and I own it. And the cast is stellar. And there's a bunch of young actors who turned into people later. And If you come across it, it's worth it, and you're going to want to cook afterward, or at least eat,
right.
or at least eat. Escape from L.A.
You know what? You're gonna hate me for this. I never saw Escape from LA. I
No?
saw Escape from New York.
It's
I liked
forgivable.
Escape from New York. I never got around to watching the sequel.
It's forgivable. If you watch it as a comedy, it's pretty fun.
Okay.
Bruce Campbell's fantastic in this.
Oh, I missed a Bruce Campbell movie.
Yeah, it's a small
I'm gonna have
part,
to
but
check
it's a
that
good
out.
one. It's a good one. Paradise Lost, the child murders at Robin Hood Hills. Holy
I've heard
shit.
of this.
I thought this was a documentary. I've seen the documentary about this. I don't talk about it. It's a very complicated story.
All right.
If you haven't seen it, it doesn't matter. Don't know you. The Arrival, Charlie
We're skipping
Sheen.
Everyone Says I Love You. All right.
Oh, what's that? Do you know that? I don't know that
It's a
one.
Woody Allen movie. I mean, they're all the same.
Oh
Whatever.
yeah,
It's-
yeah. See, that's another motherfucker I hate. Him and Wes Anderson can fuck each other in hell. I hate them both. I've tried.
Here's the thing. Like,
I've tried, dude.
They say like don't yuck somebody's yum or whatever. Like, Woody Allen and Wes Anderson are people that make like a specific kind of movie over and over again. And if you're into that, like, it's great that they're out there doing that. Is it for everybody? No.
Okay. Is there can you think of a director that does the same thing that I like? I'm trying to think of
maybe like a John Carpenter or a Wes Craven or I don't know. For me, it's like a Tim Burton, a Kevin Smith.
Okay, Tim Burton. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim Burton, Kevin Smith. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino. It's not the exact same
easy.
thing every time, but
Easy.
it's
Easy.
We're just dressing it up a little differently each time.
Easy with the Tarantino slander, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So wait, does everyone says I love you? Does it take place in New York City?
All of his movies. Take place.
Shocked.
There might be like one or two that are in Paris. I don't
Shocked.
know.
All right.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Let's go. I never saw The Arrival. I saw The Other Arrival with what's her name? Amy Adams.
Oh, the newer one. Yeah. This one was another really good early CG movie.
Okay.
It had these cool alien creatures, and their knees would bend backwards when they disguised themselves as humans, and then they could their knees would bend backwards to their natural leg shape. It's not great CG, but it was good at the time, man. I remember seeing it and being like, "Oh, the fuck, did they do that?" And it was good for fairly lowbrow sci-fi. It's pretty solid and has some global warming shit in it and some futurism stuff. It was pretty good.
I remember like 15, 20 years ago when I first signed up on Vudu, they were giving out movies for free, and it was like crappy movies.
Mm-hmm.
This was the movie I got for like putting in my email address or whatever. There were certain like little objectives to filling out your profile, and you would get like free movies for doing them. And this was one of them.
I probably wouldn't have seen it so many times if it wasn't like on HBO 3. Every
HBO 3.
third movie. For a while.
Yeah.
Marvin's Thinner.
You're gonna skip Thinner?
No, I scrolled over it. I'm sorry.
Okay,
it's a good one.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that I loved the movie. I did really like the book.
The book was excellent. Yeah, it was one of his older ones that he wrote under his pseudonym too, Richard Bachman. I'd say this. Yeah. I'd say this is like one of the lower tier Stephen King movies. It's certainly not bad, but it's more of the schlocky horror side of things. And it works for the story. I've seen it more than once. The makeup holds up. The makeup is pretty good. The fat suit, and then they had a big challenge for a movie that probably didn't have a gigantic budget. They had to take an actor with a fairly normal physique, and at the beginning of the movie, he has to be extremely overweight, and then by the end of the movie, he has to be a skeleton, essentially, from the Mechanic and shit. And they pulled it off. I think it works. The story's not that rich. Tony Montana's in it. He plays the gangster guy. I met him once, Tony Montana, in an elevator. It was very. I'm sure it made a huge impact on his fucking life. I'm sure. Are we going to talk about Down Periscope now?
I love Down Periscope.
It's Kramer. I mean, Kelsey Grammer, right? And
Yeah, Kelsey
is this the
Grammer.
one where the dude makes the dolphin noises?
Yes.
The guy from Half Baked. Oh my god.
Yeah, the one from Armageddon.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
Christ, I laughed my ass off so hard at that when I
Rob
was
Schneider's
a kid.
in this.
Oh, that's a shame.
William
Yeah.
H. Macy. This is I don't want to call it a masterpiece, but it's as
And
comedy goes, it holds up, you know.
And what's her name from Dumb and Dumber, right? Lauren Holly. Yeah. Lauren Holly's in this.
Yeah.
Bruce Dern, Harry Dean Stanton. Look at these old school motherfuckers. I forgot everybody was in this. Rip Torn. Oh,
Rip
best
Torn.
fucking name in the world. Oh. And Patton Oswalt, apparently. I might have to give this another look. All right. Here's
This
the
is
other
one of those
Travolta.
weird, you had to be there at the time kind of movies to have heard of it. So like if you haven't, go check it out. You'll enjoy it.
Here's the other Travolta, man. Broken Arrow with Christian Slater at the prime. This was right when his career started to zenith and then crashed really fucking hard. This movie sucks. I hate this movie.
Yeah.
Nobody likes this movie, I don't think. I guess some people do. This is the one. Have you seen clips, reels of the horrific John Travolta dummy that's gets shot out of the side of a train car on a missile? That's from this movie.
I have not seen that, no.
Mm.
You know what kind of bugs me is how far down this list we are, and Multiplicity has not shown up yet.
It's a fucking crime, is what it is.
I know. Like, what
We
the
can just
hell?
talk about it now because
Yeah, let's do it. Because I
that's
don't
a
know that
fucking
that's ever
sin.
going to show up on this list at this rate.
Is that Zemeckis?
Fucking Eraser is like in
Yeah.
a couple movies
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, we got to get through
I
the
don't
cable
know
guy
who
even.
directed Multiplicity. I'm gonna look it
Multiplicity
up.
is a great film.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton, I think, got away from comedy for a while, especially because of Batman.
Yeah.
And then this was like reminding me how funny he could be, dude. And this is another product of this era of CG, when suddenly things like having the same actor play multiple roles on the screen was extremely difficult in the past. All of a sudden it was really doable and you could do cool shit. Like, are there some weird shots in this? Yeah. But none of them look like that weird shot in Back to the Future 2 with the fucking two
where they're
Biffs in
sitting
the
around
car.
table. Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the magazine and everything. Like, they'd figured those things out. So, and again, The Nutty Professor, we just went over that one. But that took advantage of the same thing. But Multiplicity, dude, what a cool idea for a comedy. You know?
Directed by Harold Ramis. That explains it.
Harold Ramis. Yeah, there you go. That'll do it. What a great movie. I'm glad you like that. That's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. That's one of Tara's favorites, too. We watch that, somewhat regularly.
Lenny
not
likes it, too.
Regularly, but like every
Lenny
few
likes it a
years.
lot, too. Yeah, dude.
I reference that all the time, too. It's got to come off, Steve.
I got pizza. I like it.
That's my peppy.
He's just my baby, Steve. That the part when he comes back from his little sailing vacation and finds out all the clones have banged the wife is the absolute best fucking reveal.
Rule number one. Nobody has sex with my wife but me.
We had to bend that rule a little. Damn near broke it off, actually. The first clone too. The first clone is my fucking favorite. I think it turns into the good smoking, chewing, fucking. Oh, dude, it's so fucking funny. What's it look like? I'm splitting atoms, having a smoke. What? Oh God, I don't know. Is that movie offensive now?
I can't imagine it would be. What would be bad about it?
I don't know. I'm scared now. I'm always scared of everything. I don't know. Like, within the context of the movie, it's okay, but I feel like he's kind of playing a mentally disabled guy at some point, and
Oh, all right. I mean,
he's playing. But I understand they're all aspects of him, which is kind of interesting in
that
another
wasn't
way.
so much an aspect of him. It was the mistake of
Well, a
cloning
copy of a
clone.
copy.
Yeah. Like, it gets
But
a
I always
little
thought of it
watered
as
down.
like that's his inner child, right? And then the second clone is his effeminate side.
Yeah.
And then the first clone is his masculine alpha side.
Yeah.
It's like, and then he's everything. God, that's so fucking
Yeah.
funny though. When they get fired, when two gets fired because he doesn't know what's Jesus Christ. All right, maybe we should get together and watch that since all of us like it, dude.
Love it. Love it.
Multiplicity Day.
Absolutely.
We get pizza. It'd be perfect.
Hell yeah.
And bottles
Hell
of
yeah.
Coke. Just
Sure.
2 liters of Coke. Just
Absolutely.
I liked the Cable Guy. I liked it when it came out. I still like it. It gave me a lot of material when I went to Medieval Times on a class trip one time to work with. I did it. I did the skin on the face, the Hannibal Lecter voice. We all did it. All 4 of my friends. Ridiculous.
Maybe I could give it another shot. You know,
How long's
I
it
feel
been?
like probably since 1996.
Oh,
like I
man,
saw it
yeah.
the one time, I was like, eh.
You got to
I
see it
think
as an
I had
adult.
certain expectations, you know, coming off of like the Ace Ventura movies and
Absolutely.
Batman Forever of
Absolutely.
what a Jim Carrey movie ought to be. And when it wasn't that, I think I kind of checked out. Plus, like I don't think I was in an age yet where I was really appreciating a good like psychological thriller.
Sure. And it was weird for
you
the
know.
time, too. It
Yeah.
was for everybody. And I think everyone went through that, and that's why it tanked. Because it just wasn't what people wanted from Jim Carrey at the time. Definitely give it a shot, man. Give it a shot. That Tim Robinson movie that came out not too long ago, Friendship, got compared to this a little bit. Kind of. A little bit, I guess, maybe. But... and plus all the people, all the stars that are in Cable Guy, dude. Like, and just watching the bathroom fight alone as an adult will kill you. And you'll get more references too. There were a lot of very dated references at the time that only adults would have gotten too, that made it less funny. Plus there's like a young Jack Black. Ben Stiller shows up.
Leslie Mann. Wow, I'm looking at the cast now.
Oh yeah, she's the girlfriend. Yeah, she's the love interest through the whole thing. Yeah.
Janine Garofalo, who I love and just fell off the face of the earth after like 2002 or
I
so.
had such a crush on her because of this movie and because of 200 Cigarettes and that what's that one? The high school reunion movie that my wife likes. With Mira Sorvino and chick from Friends.
Oh, Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion.
Yes. All right. What else? There can't be many left.
Oh, I think this list will go on forever if we allow it to. Hamlet, which I never read, but I watched this movie in order to get me through that, you know, which I feel like is okay. Because I think you were never intended to read Hamlet. You know, it was supposed to be performed.
You're right. You were supposed to watch it. You are not supposed to read Hamlet. This version of Hamlet is extremely close to the play. Closer than any of the modern ones, really.
We watched it in a group, and we had somebody's whole job was to keep the book open and just kind of like scan the lines, and we would kind of cycle that job through so that it wasn't just one person reading it the whole time.
Okay.
Just to make sure that it wasn't like we were walking into the classroom and being like, all right, so, you know, like that part where like Hamlet died, like, you know, midway through. You know,
that only happened in this
sorry,
movie.
That did not happen. It was very close.
I took a class in high school that was just Shakespeare, and we watched 4 versions of Hamlet, including the Mel Gibson one. It was too much. It was far too much. But this movie made me like Shakespeare, and it made me like Kenneth Branagh to a degree. That the version he did of Othello with Lawrence Fishburne. He played Iago, and Fishburne played Othello. That movie is tremendous. And Kate Winslet was in this. She played Ophelia in this when she was young. This is an amazing cast. Cool. Eraser. Hamlet, then Eraser. I still want the Arnold Schwarzenegger version of Hamlet that we saw a little bit of in Last Action Hero.
Last Action Hero. Was that 1996? That should have been on this list.
I don't think so. There are some pile of shit action movies coming up real quick.
I can't believe that Arnold Schwarzenegger made Jingle All the Way and Eraser in the same year. It's
same year, baby.
Oh my gosh.
Same year. I've seen this movie way too many times. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Wait, no. I'm wrong. Um, what the hell did I see then? I don't know. I remember this movie. I must have. I saw this movie in theaters. I'm gonna die on that hill, which is weird because this is rated R. So I must have been with like my parents or something. I don't know, but like,
it's a soft R. Jesus,
I remember not liking it at all.
Remember the CG crocodile?
God,
It wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. All right, we got Chain Reaction. That was a forgettable Keanu Reeves sci-fi action movie that wasn't very good. Bulletproof was Adam Sandler trying to like act, I think, in something that wasn't a comedy.
I remember I did see that because, you know, we loved Happy Gilmore and, you know, it was like, hey, there's another movie from this dude. And,
I did not realize, I never would have thought this came out the same year as fucking Happy Gilmore. Never. Executive Decision. Wow. That movie.
Didn't see this one.
That movie was bizarre. I remember it got billed so hard as it came out. And it had a cool premise. It was a hijacked airliner, right? We got this experimental stealth plane that can like fly underneath of it, and there's an umbilicus, and it can connect to the plane, and it can get commando dudes into the plane, right? Radical. Commando team is led by none other than Steven Seagal and Kurt Russell. Man, that sounds fucking awesome, right? Yeah. And they tried to pull a Hitchcock thing, because within the first 20 minutes, Steven Seagal dies. Like, he's never died in a movie ever until this point. And there was some reason they did this. I read the story behind it. I don't care. But yeah, so through the rest of the movie, Kurt Russell becomes your hero. And Steven Seagal just gets sucked out of a plane and dies, which is kind of neat now in retrospect. It's a cool movie. It's fairly forgettable action fare. A little memorable because super young John Leguizamo is in it. Halle Berry is a flight attendant who helps them, you know, and it's one of those pre 9/11 terrorist movies where terrorism could be like fun action movie fare. This next movie, I don't know how it's so low. The Ghost in the Darkness.
There are actually a bunch of movies that are left here that I'm like, how are they this low?
This was one of my favorite fucking movies. I love The Ghost in the Darkness. Val Kilmer, Michael Douglas. Great fucking movie. Great movie. True story, too, about the lions of Savo. Scared the shit out of me as a kid. I did not think I'd be ever afraid of fucking lions, and that did it. That did it. And then here's Courage Under Fire, which I thought was an Oscar contender, but I guess it must not have been. It's a fictional story where Meg Ryan plays a helicopter pilot during the Gulf War who is nominated to be the first woman to receive the Medal of Honor. It's notable because it's one of Matt Damon's first movies, and you'll hear stories about how he lost so much weight because I think he's supposed to have a drug problem in this, and he's like skeletal thin. And I remember he did an interview where he was talking about how he couldn't get roles for a little while because people thought that that's how he normally looked. You know, this was just before Good Will Hunting came out.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was pretty thin in that too, but
yeah. But I mean, he's like dangerously skinny. Like he had health problems because of what he did to himself for this. But
so we're talking like Jared Leto, Dallas Buyers Club skinny. Right?
Getting there. Yeah. He's not quite Christian Bale in The Mechanic skinny, but he don't look healthy, bro. He don't look healthy.
I just looked it up because we mentioned like the Best Picture nominees here. The nominees for Best Picture in this year were Shine, Jerry Maguire, The English Patient, Secrets and Lies, and Fargo.
Jesus
and how
Christ.
this didn't go to either Fargo or Jerry Maguire is just beyond me.
You're telling me The English Patient and Shine were the same year? God, what an awful year for Oscars. Shine sucked. Was
that even on this? We didn't talk about Shine or Secrets and Lies.
It's next.
All, right?
It's next. It's coming up.
Is it next?
It's at 76.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Wow. It's a piano player. I don't know. I think I saw part of it once. I don't care. Dragonheart was a fun movie.
Filtering out TV shows? Because mine is not filtering out.
Yeah, I'm just doing movies, man. I just
Yeah,
got
well,
movies wrong.
obviously, but like my list here did not filter out the TV shows for some stupid
Well, that
reason.
must be annoying. I'm sorry.
It is annoying. I'm like skipping over. Yeah.
Did you ever see Dragonheart? Real quick.
No.
No. That was a very early triumph of CG, I think, and super, super underrated.
Huh.
I thought it was really fun. That's the one where Sean Connery voices the dragon.
Okay.
And Dennis Quaid, and it's underrated. It's pretty good. I liked it a lot when I was a kid. Waiting for Guffman.
I do adore Waiting for Guffman.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I love all of their
it's
movies.
good.
Like their whole crew. Like I said, Parker Posey's one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
And I just saw Spinal Tap 2, which I wouldn't really recommend, but
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it. I was scared.
I think the big thing that bugs me about it is that like this crew did not come back. You know, it's just those three guys, you know.
Yeah, it must not have the same magic. Yeah.
Yeah, you need like Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara and Parker Posey and you know.
I loved all the other ones too, man. Best in Show. I'll watch it whenever it's on. What's the other one they did where they were mascots? That one.
Mascots. That's what.
Is that what it's called? That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
And they did For Your Consideration, A Mighty Wind.
Oh yeah, Mighty Wind
Obviously
was great.
Spinal Tap.
A Mighty Wind was so fucking funny. Oh my god. Yeah.
All their stuff is great.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I haven't seen Waiting for Guffman in a very long time. I should check that out.
Yeah, I saw this for the first time in college. I was a junior.
All right. You remember it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because that was like the year that I was hanging out with all the Rider Theater kids. And I hadn't seen this. Not that I would have, you know, turned my nose up at it. I just hadn't heard of it. And, you know, they all felt the need to correct me on that. So we watched it in a big group. Yeah.
We will force the culture upon you.
Exactly. Philistine that I am. Actually, I do feel kind of like a Philistine going through this list, feeling like, wow, how did I miss all of 1996? But I did not see Shine. That's the next one on this list.
That's all right.
Nominated for Best Picture, apparently.
Yeah, well, I think I'm okay having never seen it. I haven't seen it either. Fuck it. I don't want it in my eyes. The Island of Dr. Moreau. I've seen that though. That pile of shit. I've seen that.
Sure.
There's a documentary about the making of that, which is much better than the movie. Wild behind the scenes story on that fucking movie. The original director got fired, and he hid in the jungle on the island where they were filming this shit, and then dressed up as an extra and stayed on the set through the rest of filming as like a spy for himself. Crazy, crazy fucker, dude.
Sure.
Hey, Jack.
And another Robin Williams one. I skipped this one.
I did not like that movie at all. The Substitute, though, I liked that movie.
Didn't see The Substitute.
All right, I'm going to explain to you real quick.
Sure.
You remember Dangerous Minds?
Of course.
You remember The Principal? Probably not, but
No.
there were a bunch of movies in the early 90s where that was like some teacher or some force is going to come in and fix the school and and save these kids.
South Park reference right there.
There you go.
Unless South Park was referencing this and I didn't realize
South Park was referencing The Principal, which was
okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
How do I reach these kids?
Jeez, that was the Edward James Olmos character. Yeah.
Okay.
The Substitute took this concept a little further and made it more of a blunt instrument. See, the teacher in this case is a mercenary played by Tom Berenger, whose girlfriend is a teacher in an inner city school, and she gets the shit kicked out of her and her leg broken by these drug dealers who run the school. Okay? So he works up fake paperwork and pretends to be a substitute teacher and takes over her class to find out who these awful guys are who hurt his girlfriend. Uncovers the fact that Ernie Hudson, the principal of the school, is actually running the drug ring. And then him and his mercenary buddies fucking kill everyone, including a bunch of students in the school. It's pretty fucking wild.
Wow.
And that's 1996, man. Yeah.
All right.
The Phantom. Billy Zane. He's a cool dude.
Handsome.
This movie's
Yeah.
not that great. Star Trek,
But
First
I am excited.
Content.
Yes, I want to talk about Star Trek First Contact. First of all,
Contact.
it's fucking crazy to me that this is this low on this list.
Word.
Because this is easily one of the best Star Trek movies. I mean,
It's widely regarded as one of the best. Yeah.
Yeah, it's easily one of the best. And for this to be this low, like, what happened?
Silly.
You know, like,
Yeah, even among Star Trek fans, this is one of the best. Like,
yeah, I mean, I know I'm a time travel nut and I'm a big sucker for those, but this was an amazing film.
I love it. I watch it every time it comes on, and I'll do the Star Trek movie marathon every so often when I'm in the mood, and this is always just a bright spot, man. It's such a fun movie, you know.
This might actually be the last like good Star Trek movie, at least like the last like great Star Trek movie.
Yeah. I mean,
Because what would have come after this was Insurrection, Nemesis, and then the J.J. Abrams crap.
Then the Abrams ones, yeah, you didn't get anything else. Well, Generations, the one with
Generations was before this.
That's before this, right? Because that's the one with the Kirk handoff.
Yeah, it was the transition. Okay. Yeah,
right. Yeah. I like that.
But I didn't really like that either. I mean, and to be fair, I think if I watched it now, it might be different because when I saw the Star Trek movies, I had not seen the Next Generation show. So the idea of passing off the torch and being like, look, they're both in the same movie meant nothing to me. Like it was I was Team Kirk all the way. And then, we got this Picard guy. Now, maybe after I had seen all the Star Trek Next Generation movies, if I went back, maybe that would have meant more to me, but I don't know.
Okay. I grew up with the Kirk movies and Next Generation. I had never seen the original show at all.
Oh.
So this made perfect sense to me when it came out. Like I knew Kirk as the guy in the maroon uniform. Like I didn't know him in the yellow shirt at all.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. That's funny. This next one fucked me up as a kid. Extreme Measures.
Extreme Measures. I don't know this one.
It's a weird little thriller. Gene Hackman plays a doctor who's resorting to less than legal methods to test this new technique he has for healing a spinal cord that's been damaged, right? Sounds noble, but turns out he's like abducting homeless people and experimenting on them.
Sure.
Not good. Goals are good, not good methods. What's his fucking name? The Hugh Grant.
Okay.
Is a doctor in the city, I think it's Chicago, who catches on to what's happening because he had a couple patients with this surgery shit done to him, yada, yada, yada. The scariest thing is that they abduct Hugh Grant and they tell him he was in an accident and that he's paralyzed from the neck down. And they can help him, but he has to like agree and then not tell anybody. It turns out that they were tricking him. They had a paralytic in his IV. He wasn't really injured. He wasn't really paralyzed. And the nurse lady takes out the IV and he can feel I guess this freaked me out so bad because when I was a kid, one of my mom's friends had a son who was a teenager. He was older than us, right? And he went down a water slide down in Long Beach Island head first. He hit the water funny and broke his neck and was paralyzed for the rest of his life. And like I went to visit him and I saw him, when I was like 10, I guess.
Huh.
And it scared the living shit out of me. And this movie came like on the heels of all that. And it hit me, like a concept hits you just the right way. The movie wasn't that great. Like it's got some holes in it and it's got some really like draggy spots, but something about that concept, man, just, ooh. I'll never forget it. All right. Michael. John Travolta is a drunk, hairy angel. That's all I remember, man, from this. Right?
I think I watched this because I liked Phenomenon so much, and I remember being kind of disappointed.
Same year.
Yeah.
This was another Aunt Rosie special. It's the only reason. I remember it had like that fake Hollywood heart to it. That's all I remember. It's been a long time. Here you go, man. Stallone is on the board. Daylight.
Finally.
Daylight. This was the one about the Lincoln Tunnel disaster. How he plays Kit Latura.
Does it say something about Sylvester Stallone's star power at this point that he's not on the box? His name is not really big on the. Okay, I guess Stallone is written. It's kind of a small thumbnail for me. I'm looking at this on IMDb, but like his name is written right above the like. But it's not like his face is like big on this. It's not like what does this say? Something about your breath? It's being covered by the add to your watch list. Hold your breath. That is huge. Like in the 80s, like Stallone would have been written that big.
As far as I'd have to look at the chronology again to be sure, but I really feel I remember this movie as like the first shit movie in his downward spiral at the end of the 90s. Like he was on an upward trajectory all the way through. Like think about it, like Cliffhanger, The Specialist, like they all made money, but they weren't like they were increasingly shittier, but they were, fun and popular. And then like this movie came out and then he started making like just absolute fucking dog shit until
there's like Stop or My Mom Will Shoot and
there were low spots. There were low spots, but this was
top.
Hey
Rambo
man,
3.
Don't fuck around. You slow your roll, sir. All right. None of those can compare to
Rocky 5.
Avenging Angelo. Have you ever fucking sat through Avenging Angelo?
I have not.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't. So you don't talk about Rambo 3 when Avenging Angelo exists. God, that movie's so fucking terrible. Hold on. I'm looking this shit up because I got to see he's gone through a way worse bout of horrible movies now, but
for sure. Yeah.
This was the first decline. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Here at 96. Yes, because Daylight came out after Assassins, which was kind of a shit movie. I love it, but it didn't do well. Then he tried to like go back to acting and did Copland in 97. And we all know how that turned out. I love that movie. The director's cut's really good. After that, he did he was in Ants. He did a voice in Ants. Then he did Get Carter. Carter. Just fucking horrible. Then he did Driven, which was horrible. And then he did a movie that was so bad, it got a new title when it came out on video. Detox. I See You.
Detox.
God. That movie starts out like a 7 clone and then just falls the fuck apart. It's kind of amazing.
So is it fair to say that his comeback is really Rocky Balboa?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you're at the low point here where he did this awful gambling movie with that jerk off from Queen of the Damned called Shade. And then he was in Spy Kids 3. All right. Yeah. And then we have a break for about 5 years, and then Rocky Balboa happened.
Spy Kids 3D.
Yeah. Yeah. So Daylight was the beginning of that run.
All right.
Not too many here. Bad Moon. I like it. It's a good werewolf movie. Michael Pare, who was Eddie from Eddie and the Cruisers. This was an interesting movie because it comes from a book called Thor, and that's kind of relevant now because it was a horror novel written from the point of view of the family dog. And it's about a werewolf and shit. And there's what's that one that just came out? Good Boy. That's a horror movie from the perspective of a dog. My wife will not let me watch because it's probably horrendously sad.
Probably.
Okay. All right. And I guess go ahead.
But I was going to say, we got Biodome coming up here. I'm actually a little surprised it's this far down, even though, like, let's be fair, that really was a bad movie. But it's amazing that we went this far without running into Pauly Shore.
Right.
Because he was huge in the 90s.
Right. And a Baldwin, no less. Yeah.
Yeah. Joey Lauren Adams, who I didn't think was in much of anything other than, like, Kevin Smith stuff. And Big Daddy.
She was in that. Oh, we love Joey.
Yeah.
And then there's that movie that everyone says was a different movie, Kazam. Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna let it slide that you skipped over Muppet Treasure Island there, but all right, let's go.
Oh, is that an important? Is that an important entry for you?
No, actually, I would actually say that Muppets from Space, which came out like the year or two after this, was really like my Muppet movie. But
the only Muppet movie I was ever super into was the Christmas Carol one. I love that one. Crow City of Angels, The Crow 2.
Boo.
Not good. Not good. Very bad. Oh, The Fan.
I don't know The Fan.
Robert De Niro and Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes plays a baseball player. And
this is basically the cable guy.
Yeah, and De Niro's an obsessive fan. Yeah. It's great. It was not good. We had a Hellraiser installment. There you go. Multiplicity. We found Multiplicity.
Wait. We're skipping over The Truth About Cats and Dogs here, and I actually adore that movie.
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's so cute.
Is it?
Jean Garofalo and Uma Thurman. You know?
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
is it a rom-com or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, it's like your.
Oh, I see the poster. It is absolutely a rom-com. All right.
Yeah, it's this is like a hackneyed kind of trope, but it's like the guy falls in love with the hot girl because she's hot, but really it's like Janine Garofalo's character that he's falling in love with. She's the one feeding like all the. Yeah, she's the one feeding all of like that. This is what you should say, kind of thing.
Okay.
A Cyrano de Bergerac kind of thing.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah. See your own
cute.
ball sack. Yeah.
But yes, Multiplicity is in here.
All right, cool. We're
Black Sheep. How did this end up at? For me, it's 123. I don't know what it is for you without all the TV shows.
104. Yeah.
Black Sheep.
That was that was right on the heels of Tommy Boy, man. I remember this doing really well. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
This is the one where he falls down the hill for 10 minutes, right? Jesus Christ, not much.
I don't know. Those two movies like blend together for me. Like I don't know where Tommy Boy ends and Black Sheep begins.
Well, him and Spade play almost the exact same characters in the same. They're both about road trips. It's fucking ridiculous.
And I didn't mind that they were basically the same movie. I mean, if
I was there
Chris
for both
Farley
of them.
hadn't passed away, I'd have still been watching these two guys.
Goddamn right. I remember we watched that and Tommy Boy back to back in a hotel one time, me and my wife, when we were extremely hungover once, and it was wonderfully therapeutic.
And I bet when like the housekeeping people knocked on the door, you laughed your ass off. I had no idea why.
Absolutely. Last Man Standing, I remember watching that roughly when it came out. It was something. It's a Walter Hill movie, which is... It is what it is. He made some movies.
Sure,
it's one of those weird. When they tried to make like an action movie and make it a period piece, but they wanted the action of a modern movie, and it just doesn't feel right. That's what this is. It's supposed to be like a depression era, like 30s gangster thing, but it's set in like a small dusty town. I don't know, man. It just didn't work for me.
Yeah. I actually liked Diabolique, even though I'm not a big fan of remakes. I don't know.
That was a pretty famous movie originally, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I don't want to say it's okay when you're remaking something into a different language, but like, there was no way I was going to watch a French movie when I was, in 7th or 8th grade, whenever that was. So like, I guess it worked pulling it out, but
at least it had a pretty serious cast. That was a heavy cast.
Yeah, Kathy Bates is in that thing. Yeah.
Is she? I don't remember her being in it. I remember Chaz Palminteri and Sharon Stone, right?
Yeah, Sharon Stone is the lead. Yeah.
Dude, here's one of my favorites. This is a true favorite of mine. Tin Cup. I love this movie.
I haven't seen Tin Cup.
No, it's the only golf movie that makes golf interesting to me.
Happy Gilmore.
Caddyshack.
Yeah.
No, man, this is a really good sports movie, period. And Kevin Costner knows how to make sports movies for the most part, but it's also really funny. And Rene Russo was great. Don Johnson's great. Cheech Marin's great. It's a really fun movie. Yeah, it's way better than Happy Gilmore 2, that's for sure.
For sure.
Barb Wire, speaking of
Barb
Pam Anderson.
Wire.
Freeway. Did you ever see that sick fucking movie?
No.
Pooh, boy, he'll never look at Reese Witherspoon the same way again.
Huh.
That's why it was always so crazy to me that she did those, what are those blonde movies?
Legally Blonde.
Yeah, and that whole image and everything later in her career. And this is what I remember her as, like this weird
She would
psycho.
have been pretty young at this point.
She looked 19, but like she just killed motherfuckers through this whole movie, dude.
Huh.
Fucking gnarly movie. Yeah, I'm starting to run out here. I mean, we're looking at a Very Brady sequel, which is pretty funny. 2 Days in the Valley, that's pretty memorable. Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Love that movie.
Beavis
and Butthead Do America was one of those movies that no one would ever believe me was really good. But what I would tell people is you're talking about a movie about very stupid characters who are dropped into a very intelligent film.
Mike Judge knows what the fuck he's doing.
And I mean, like, in the years that followed this, he would write Office Space and Idiocracy. And at that point, I would tell people, like, listen, the guy who wrote Office Space and Idiocracy wrote this movie. Go check it out, you know.
It's wickedly funny. And, I mean, at the time, I was getting away from the show. Like, it had run its course for me.
Oh, yeah.
But when the movie came out, I'm like, I am seeing that fucking movie. And I did. I saw it in the theater. I bought the tape. I watched it I don't know how many times, dude. Roller coaster.
Yeah, no.
Say what?
Amazing.
Demi Moore
it's a shame
Bruce
they made a
Willis.
sequel to this thing.
I saw it once. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't right. But
Oh, yeah,
they
Demi
also
Moore
got so
and,
many
Bruce
stars.
Willis,
They got so many stars to do the voices. They brought back almost all the classic characters. I don't think Daria was in it though.
No, but at that point, like, Daria was kind of her own thing, you know.
Right, she had her own show by then.
Yeah, I think that was actually going on while this came out.
Yeah. My Fellow Americans was a fun movie.
I don't remember that.
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
There's not much to remember. It was one of those presidential comedies that you certainly can't make ever again. Yeah, Harriet the Spy. Yeah, we're getting thin here, guys. I think this is it.
Rest in peace, Michelle Trachtenberg, right?
Yeah. Pour one out. Mulholland Falls. That was a fun movie. And Mary Riley. We're going to leave it with that. God, that movie fucking sucked.
I don't know where it is on this list, but okay, go ahead. Talk about this one.
No, I don't want to. It's awful.
All right, fine. There are a couple movies that do piss me off that are coming up. So we've got Leprechaun in Space. Fuck you.
Do it. Leprechaun in Space. Was that like the first take the horror character to space movie? I feel like it might have been. I guess it would
have to be because it predated Jason X by a couple of years.
Yeah.
There, you know?
Okay. Do you know that they actually had fucked around with a script that was Michael Myers in space on a space station? Like it was basically Jason
that ever
X.
Got off the ground. Yeah.
No, it never got past the script.
I mean, obviously it didn't get made. I know that, but I mean, like, I can't imagine like anybody took that seriously.
There are 2 more movies here to mention, so go with yours, but we'll see.
All right, the other one that pisses me off is The Mighty Ducks 3, and like I don't know why it pissed me off so much, but like just the whole premise makes me angry. Did you ever watch the Mighty Ducks movies?
Yeah.
Okay. So in the second movie, they are Team USA. They are going around like the world, I guess, in this tournament. They are the best team that America has to offer, at least in the junior hockey leagues.
Yeah, they're like the junior hockey dream team thing. Yeah. Sure.
Exactly. Come the third movie, they're like, they can't even make the varsity team at their own high school.
That's
like their own local high school. They're like, one of them makes varsity, the rest of them are on JV. And I'm like, you were Team USA like a few months ago. What happened?
Those leagues must be vastly different. That's all.
So if these other kids are so much better than you, that they're like the varsity team, why were they not Team USA like a couple months ago?
It's a good point.
Pisses me off. I don't know why it makes me so angry 30 years later, but it still does.
All right, real quick here. Trees Lounge. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Very young Steve Buscemi. Super independent movie. A very like local guy, kind of semi-suburban, sort of sad life kind of story. It's really good. Like it's one of those ones that'll leave you a little sad and a little hollow at the end. But goddamn is a diamond in the rough. I don't know how more people don't know about it. And if you're a Sopranos fan, you will see a lot of actors that are very familiar to you in this.
Right below this movie is High School High, which I did like at the time.
Wait, oh my God. That was a spoof of all these Teachers Save the Students movies, right? Yeah. Yeah, with Lovitz. Yeah, oh God. Well, this other one, Foxfire, do you remember this one?
No.
This is the movie that everyone found in Blockbuster after they found out who, when they saw that movie Gia, and everyone learned, everyone learned about Angelina Jolie, and then they went back and found out she made this movie where she gets naked a bunch in this really shitty, low budget, like weird teen chick drama, and everyone started renting it like crazy. That's all this movie is known for. And
I remember that's what Gia was known for, to be fair. I mean,
yeah, well, that was only on HBO, though. Yeah. And I think this shares a title with a Clint Eastwood movie that was about a jet. Very different film.
Huh.
Unless you want to talk about Sergeant Bilko.
No, so there is one more thing I wrote down, though, about 1996. And this isn't even like a specific movie, but 1996 is the last year that Star Wars didn't suck. You know, because 1997 rolls around and we re-release the movies in theaters with, you know, a bunch of stupid effects that didn't belong there in the first place. Some new musical numbers. And then it goes a little bit further downhill with the prequels, and then a little bit further downhill with the sequels. And now we're like messing around in the Disney Plus TV show.
So,
you know.
Did you just say what year did they start doing the reissues in theaters of the redone original
97.
trilogy? It was 97. For some reason, I thought it was 96.
It might. Hold on, let me look it up. No, I don't need to look it up. 97 is when they started.
I remember that fondly because I got to see them in the theater. I went and saw every original Star Wars movie in the theater when they put them back out, and that was special for me. But late in retrospect and later when they came out on video, I did not like the redone versions at all. I'm always searching for the originals.
Of the three of them, and we could have a whole show where we talk about that.
Yeah.
But like of the three of them, I would actually say that The Empire Strikes Back was the least messed with. So like when I saw that in theaters, there was nothing about that made me angry. You know,
right?
Like,
yeah, they just kind of did the sky in the background of Cloud City and stuff like that. Yeah, they didn't
totally
add any
okay with that. I don't mind.
CG characters in that one. Yeah. Oh God, the Jabba the Hutt though in that original remake. Oh my God, dude.
I mean, not only did that look ugly, but I was really mad about that because it took away the whole mystique of what is Jabba the Hutt.
Absolutely. Right.
You know, like I remember when I saw those movies for the first time, I had the tapes of the first two, but I didn't have the third one. So there was like a few months there where I was trying to get a hold of Return of the Jedi, and I didn't know what Jabba the Hutt looked like, you know? Like it wasn't, I guess I had seen them a little bit later than everybody else, and like in the 90s, the early 90s, it's not like Star Wars was so ubiquitous where like, you know, everybody knew everything, you know? But
that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Do you have any closing thoughts on 1996?
I just am kind of amazed at the variety. I mean, we went through these movies and there was horror, there was action, there were rom-coms, and they weren't just like checking boxes. There were really genre-defining examples of all of them in this 1 year. This 1 year. Fucking, it must have been, if you were going to the movies a lot, it must have been a really great year. Because there had to have been something good out every week, practically.
And really under the radar kind of like, you know, I went into this thinking like, 1996, like it's Scream, it's Fargo, and I'm done. But really like, you know, when I really sat down to look at what came out this year, there was a lot of great stuff here. You know, I didn't give it all credit, you know, but
And there's even little nuggets we didn't talk about, like the first Tales from the Crypt movie came out, Bordello of Blood. Oh, the second one. I mean, Bordello of Blood. Not great. But, you know, if you watch Demon Knight, which came out first, you probably watched it. The Glimmer Man. Fucking horrendous movie. But if you like laughing at Steven Seagal horrible movies now, that's a great one. That is a great one. So, Yeah, I think this was great. This was a trip back in time, and man, just fucking what a list! What a list!